All right, here we go. I got something for you. Chicken Man might go with me. Yeah, I got some TTS and... All right, here we are, guys. Oh, I'm going to put all this stuff in B. Matrino. Support KSL. Oh, it doesn't work on the scene. It usually works. We're doing Estrella versus Gemini. Fuck it. Guys, at the least, it's important. I apologize for that. It's because some things changed. I need to change the audio stuff for this for Tangia. It should be monitor and output. It will work next time. But we're in the middle of the game. I was hoping Chicken Man would want to cast with me, but we're going to cast this one separate. I just meant, yeah, whatever. All right, here we are, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Alcyone. In the teal, give it up for Gemini. And his opponent in the bottom left playing Terran in the blue. It is Estrella. And I'm going to get in with Chicken Man. Chicken Man.
There. What's up, buddy?
What's up? How you doing?
Not too bad. I just realized that my stream can't hear you at all. But,
oh, yeah, I apologize, too. I was like, well, I asked, and I go, well, maybe you just meant lobby, and I didn't want to be a pain, you know. So, all good. Got Gemini and Estrella, huh? Go on.
Yeah. Are you in here as well? You are, yeah?
Yeah, we're in the same lobby.
Sweet deal. Just making sure. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, so, pretty fun stuff. Estrella giving him a chance with some Terran, he says, but Estrella's Terran can be pretty good sometimes, I think, Chicken Man, huh?
Hey, yeah, I mean, his Terran's really good. His Terran's a lot better than Gemini still, which is, I think, why Estrella's was playing it, but it should make it a little bit more interesting, I think, than, like, PvP when there's a huge mismatch. It's like, oh, okay, well, the two Adepts got in and the game's over. Or like, oh, the Oracle's there. Game's over.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, Gemini obviously a little perturbed. I like the recall. Whomever it was that said that it is the optimal best way to do it, which I sometimes think to myself, no, it's not necessarily the best thing you can do with your probe, is to recall it, you know? And I'm not alluding to SOS Chicken Man for once.
I mean, recalling the probe is... I think it's fine. Like, technically, you can get another probe out using a chrono boost quicker or something, but I feel like recalling it, I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
Somehow
it's probably like 7 minerals, so unless your build is that specific, it's not going to make any difference.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing where you can differentiate us and our older guy good looks. Like, you're younger than me, but you will still call you older guy good looks compared to Hearthstone and Lambo, you know?
Right.
In comparison, I'm not calling you old, don't worry.
I mean, listen, I'm feeling old these days.
I'm gonna raise your volume here, mate, because I think I got you.
I'm not loud enough.
Yeah, I got it. I raised it a bit.
I need to yell.
Yeah. We need that smooth, sexy Chicken Man voice.
True. How do we contribute $5 to the pot? Well, if you go to the Matcherino.
Exclamation mark Matcherino, guys.
There you go. Then you can add 25 cents for free, and you can add extra money for not free if you want to. 47ers added $20 in. Raining Bagels dropped $5 in.
Thank you, guys. Actually, we may change our model a little bit, and I think the community wouldn't mind because it changes nothing. For some of these, to make it so we don't have to stress out having a $800 exactly or a little more Patreon, we can start trying to push the Matcherino a little bit. If you have a few bucks to spare, then nobody's on the hook. Some of you guys like that better to put a few in a tournament here or there anyway. Am I right, Chicken Man?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would really help. I understand that supporting on Patreon is like a big commitment because it's month to month and everything. So like utilizing the Matcherino to help make up some of that difference. We're a little underfunded on the Patreon.
Yeah, and there's a lot of chat that has commitment issues because, I mean, their dad left them. I mean, look at Blizzard. Blizzard left us.
That's true.
Was it being real? You know, not too real, you know. There was a line to that punch.
There was. It was somewhere. There's a push right now from Estrella. So just to talk about the game a little bit. I know that's kind of a weird thing to do.
Yeah, no, this is actually pretty based. Oh, the Phoenixes are gonna catch this though. That's pretty big as long as Gemini keeps...
not a lot of Marines, and that's actually really, really nice here for Gemini. If he can pick off a couple more Marines.
The tank's huge.
He's coming in with the Adepts now. Great pickup on the tank. And the Adepts are just trying to focus down these Marines.
Oh my god.
There's not a lot of energy left on the Phoenixes, and there's still 3 Marines alive, but with the tank gone, this isn't really much of a threat anymore. Really nice hold from Gemini. Great job scouting that with the Phoenixes as it moved across. Oh my god, he's gonna get another tank.
He's gonna lose another tank.
Huge.
Damn.
This is huge, dude. Oh my god.
Gemini
I was talking up
fire.
as Terran, and then Gemini was like, nah, dude. Terran's easy, dude. I play Protoss. What are you talking about?
Honestly, this is pretty good from Gemini. Behind this, I feel he did get a little, like, I don't know why he built in it. The Observer I like, he's gone into Phoenixes. He could have got a Robo Bay earlier. That would have set him so ahead. He had the perfect number of Phoenixes. I think if he just adapted a little bit, the Sentry, etc. He did a few little weird things that he could have had this Robo Bay done and probably had a Colossi in the way, Chicken Man.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot that Gemini could improve in his gameplay. There's so many little things that, like, just could be better. But I think that was a very good start to the game.
Yeah, for sure. 2 Hellions, though, somehow made their way in there. As we were talking, and Dave's observing's gone to shit because I'm old, okay? You can say it, Chicken Man, I'll say it. It's part of the game. Part of the observing the game itself. I like the Vikings from Estrella, and I don't know, Estrella actually still in a good spot, honestly. Chicken Man,
yeah,
if you want
I mean,
the army
he's doing
supply.
okay behind this. Like, Gemini did a great job holding that push, but he doesn't have any counter pressure. The Phoenixes went across for a little bit, but they didn't do anything to Estrella's side of the map, so he's just taking the third base. He's got another push here. A lot of Phoenixes, as he pointed out. 6 Phoenixes, or sorry, Vikings here for Estrella.
Yeah, and
it's a lot of air presence.
And Gemini's just playing straight up old Phoenix Colossus, you know, like it's not. If this was Phoenix Charge, Gemini, I feel would just win. Like that's one of those rare cases. That was such a good hold earlier, but now it's feeling kind of normal where Protoss has to defend the next stage of Terran bullshit in the mid game.
Yeah, and I mean,
that biased, Chicken Man? Come on, that pause there. I felt like there's. Come on, Dave. Are you really still that biased about Protoss?
I mean, listen. I know you're trying to imagine Terran. I know you are, but it's, you know, it's all right here. It's all right. Charge would have been really good, but I like the way Gemini's playing it. He's got a couple of Immortals out instead of just going pure Colossi, and he does have Charge finishing up, so he went right into that because, like you said, the Robo Bay was a little late. Yep. He was able to swap into Twilight Council very quickly as soon as he saw those Vikings, and so he's only committed to 1 Colossus for now. And he could absolutely build more later. He's getting Thermal Lance, which I really, really like. A lot of players will skip that if they go 1 Colossus, but I think later on he might kill these Vikings, and suddenly going back into Colossi is going to be a really nice ability for him to have. But like you said, with all these charge lots here, with these Immortals here, I think he's going to be okay. That being said, Estrella's up 20 army supply right now.
Yeah, I mean, still, like you said, the tech switches are great. Personally, I'm a big fan of how he played that out after. Initially, I was a little sus, but it was the timing of everything. And just so you know, both of our chats, I might pull yours up too after. We're talking about the game. If we're doing this series, I'm gonna pull yours up quick. It's Ron. I should follow you or something, but.
Oh, not in, but thank you so much for adding $5.25 more to the prize pool.
Oh, thank you. Jesus, guys,
Hell
you guys
yeah.
are great support. KSL, guys. I think we're onto something here. Chicken Man's onto something. Did you see Gumi Ho signed up tonight, by the way?
Oh, I'm so happy. For a while there, it looked like we were going to have... It looked like we were going to have a full Protoss bracket.
Yeah, Bion's going on a hike.
Hey, good for him. Hikes are fun.
Yeah, no, I did too. I was like, sweet, dude.
But yeah, this is looking good for Gemini still. The supplies are very similar. I would like to see Gemini get a few more probes out here. 69 probes, as nice as it is.
Nice.
I feel like maybe he could do with a few more. But like the army supplies are very similar. He's got these disruptors out now, which, you know, Stray, he's got the speed to split against those, but that's still...
Yeah,
that still can be tough. Oh, look at this, though. Stray's going to try to dive in here with the Vikings? No. Never mind.
Here's the thing. Yeah, they're pretty injured, too, and he could get devastating damage. The fact that Gemini got behind in workers for a bit is interesting. And Estrella's on a 4th base. The macro of Estrella is insane. Considering how rough that start was, usually Protoss can find some kind of a footing. But being that Gemini went into Phoenix Colossus, he's the delayed 3rd base, etc. Oh my god.
Oh, this is an awkward position for Gemini, yeah.
Wait, what? Poor Gemini. Did you see that disruptor?
That was some Pac-Man shit right there. That was crazy.
I don't think I've ever seen that. He literally is like, everything's going wrong. Okay, I took a horrible engage. I'll get my Nova in there. And that was some Pac-Man shit indeed. It was like the ghost trying to catch Pac-Man, but instead it just goes over to the left.
Gemini, don't go back in there. What are you doing?
Right,
Gemini, what is wrong with you? He did it again.
Well, I mean, that's actually tough. I don't really remember how many times I've had that interaction on this map, to be honest. And I think you actually have to control it.
He's clicking behind the tank. Mm-hmm. And so it's pathing. It's trying to go around to the backside of those tanks. But why is he going in there? He doesn't need to.
A good old yeehaw! Come in
just go. So there's other places to go on this map. He could go through the gold and to the bottom. Yep. All right, he's gonna try to get the surround now. But he's still bunched up, and there's 3 siege tanks here. Gemini! Oh my god,
Disruptor.
Dude.
Gemini's actually doing okay.
Disruptor saves him. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Gemini's got better control than that. What is it? These are blink stalkers. You got charge lots. Send something around one side and something around the other, bud.
Well, mind you, I'm going to be a little fair to Estrella right now. But he's done some great upgrades. He went into ship weapons. He's not going into +2, but he's not made the transition to Liberators. Some of the stuff Estrella did was actually, like, honestly, pretty heckin' good for macro and upgrades and tech and what he's building and etc. But if it was like, say it was like Epic, right? He would be going into Liberators somewhere around here. Oh, the Novas are sick!
Yeah, some good Novas. Some good EMPs as well, but I don't think Estrella can chase this. Oh my god, Estrella.
Estrella with the Protoss Micro, let's go.
Yeah. And Gemini's done a great job harassing in the meantime. He's not really controlling these zealots, so they're just running into the planetary, but he killed 15 workers earlier, and now these zealots are forcing the gold base to lift right now. Gemini is taking his own 5th base at the same time, and he's forcing Estrella to send some units over there, and now he's going to try to take advantage of that and jump on top of this gold, and he should just be able to kill this base as the disruptors can zone away the army. Great move from Gemini. Gets in, gets out.
Yeah, I will say this. Gemini's playing this very well. Estrella's made some smart moves. Typically, you're not going to see Terran continue into tanks at this level in the late game. But he's continuing tanks. Again, still no Liberators. He did go into +2 ship weapons. He's trying to get to 3-3. War Prism coming in from Gemini, attacking the armory. Does he get the kill, Chicken Man? It looks like he will.
It looks like he is. Yeah, really nice there. Ship weapons level 2 denied. I mean, 3-3's already started, thankfully, for Estrella, but still a great catch there. It's going to force him to rebuild the armory. Estrella, in the meantime, is doing a bit of a drop as well, but doesn't get, I would say, comparable damage there to losing the armory.
No, not at all. The armory, some little bits and pieces of bio. The cleanup of the drop was very well done by Gemini.
All right, this is very awkward. Now, Gemini is just headed back towards that gold, and there is the planetary over here, but he's got his whole army here. He could take this. Estrella's in the middle of the map. Gemini is just, he's sitting there. He doesn't know where Estrella is, of course.
And of course, Gemini.
He's got DTs running through the middle of the map. Estrella's just going for the counter.
Wait,
this is
Did you see
wild.
that DT? Okay, there's that big push for the Dark Templars. We're going in, and the same thing happened because that pillar glitch, which everybody bitches about this. Apparently, all the players, everybody's just like, you know, Warcraft 3's getting patches. All we want is this damn tower fixed. And this one map, Roddy was just saying it earlier, and we see it firsthand when a DT just walks around what would be 2 free tanks.
Well, it's good positioning for those tanks as well from Estrella, and he's going in here. But the recall from Gemini, Disruptor Nova's coming in, some big hits. But is it going to be enough? He blinks forward to get the Siege Tank. He should be able to get this. And then the Zealot reinforcements can push away these Marauders. So Gemini will hold on to his natural. He lost the 3rd base. And Estrella's going to pick up and potentially try to drop in the main. Both players lost a lot of workers, 46 to 34 workers here. Estrella, though, he lost his 4th base, and Gemini lost his 3rd. But Gemini already has a 5th. I like Gemini's position a lot more here. Yeah,
I do too. At the same time, Estrella did do what we would call a little bit of a bamboozle as he forced that one medevac out, kind of Beyond style, is empty. And he's going to deny a lot of this production in the main base, Chicken Man.
Yeah, this is really big. More DPs warping in to try to hold on here. And Gemini's just running across the map. He's not too worried about that production back at home. He's got the bigger army, and he knows it. And he's just going to try to take down all these reinforcements. Now, Stray does have some ghosts here. So the Archons are getting taken down very quickly.
Chicken Man. God. Oh, the Disruptor's huge. I was going to say back at home, though, you mentioned the DT warping as I thought, but Gemini had those 3 DTs. They were just sitting there basically playing cards. And then by the time they attacked, Estrella was well to the wise that they were there, and he just
like 5 Marauders and a Marine in the main base, but they're killing so much. All the Warpins have gone down now. Recall was still on cooldown, I believe.
Yeah,
so Gemini's not going to have that for a little while longer, so he's just continuing to try to push across the map and get damage done.
He's going to make
He's got to recall as soon as he can.
Well, he
is getting into the main.
He's got 2 Disruptors and a natural. It's possible he can do some damage in the main of Estrella, and then after use these 2 Disruptors to maybe clean some of this up.
Getting taken out. I mean, the problem here for Estrella is he's got no money. He is catching some of these Disruptors, but Gemini has so much money in the bank, and he still has all these gateways. If he's able to get back home and then clean this army up, he can just plant down 3 pylons, and he'll have quite a bit more army available to him.
Now, if I'm still on Twitch and not banned next week or whatever, if Gemini loses this game, I think I now have my next chatting piece for the next forever with Sal, because Gemini actually threw harder than Sal if he loses this game.
I mean, this would be the throw of all time. This is like, I'm gonna gift Gemini a year-long sub to Sal if he throws this.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. This is
because the Stray is down to 2 SCBs, and most of his army supply is here in the natural. Now Gemini has lost 2 more Nexuses, but he still has 33 workers.
A lot.
And like Estrella has no. He's got like nothing. He's got 2 mules mining. I don't even know where the SCVs are.
There's 1 stalker even fighting this. Yeah, the SCVs are mining at the 9 o'clock position orbital question mark, which was moved there, I think. Disruptor misses everything.
Yeah, good dodge here for Estrella, but like he's really fighting it out, man. Look at him go, dude. Look at him go. He's doing his best. I can't believe Gemini didn't leave 2 stalkers in the main. Okay. He brings back a few. He's going to take out these medevacs, and I think that is going to do it. There's the GG. Gemini takes game number 1. GG. Oh, that's beautiful.
And guys, thank you. I didn't mean to not address some folks in chat. Now that I got you both up. Thriving was in, and Samo's sidekick. And then people were in. As soon as Samo's in, old Chicken Man gets a shout out here, because I've been going for a bit, so some people have been catching into all the spiciness of the Dave stream for me giving attention to those that shouldn't. Yeah, dude, good game. That was scrappy.
That was a hell of a game. I mean, it was just a very nice game there from Gemini. A couple of mistakes, I think, but overall, just really good play. Did not throw it.
Scrappy. Definitely scrappy, though. Good play on both sides, but a little scrap. And honestly, that's...
I feel like Estrella generally brings out the scrap. He's good at that. He's good at bringing the scrap out.
But that initial hold from Gemini, chef's kiss. That was pretty good.
It was, yeah. I mean, he handled that beautifully.
You were so ready to shit talk, and you're like, "Oh my god, I have to."
I was so ready, and he didn't give me the chance.
The shoe was about to be eaten, and luckily it's still on your foot.
I would never promise to eat a shoe. Wouldn't do it. Anybody who promises to eat a shoe, disappointed in them.
You have promised to eat a pepper,
I did, and you know what? I ate that pepper.
and you did. You
And
ate it.
if I promised to eat a shoe, unlike all of the degenerates so far in the StarCraft community that have not eaten their shoes that they promised to us that they would, we can't trust them. We can't take them at their word.
Yeah, exactly.
Unlike them, I would eat a shoe if I made that promise.
Yeah, if I made that,
Which is why I would never make that promise, because I don't want to eat a shoe.
exactly. Chicken Man actually risked dying like a man, and you would have died like a man with that pepper, with that ghost pepper. Chicken Man would have died like a man, and he still did it.
Could have killed me.
He still did it. Could have killed him.
Yeah.
Didn't even have an ambulance ready. Were you still in Hawaii at that point?
I was in Hawaii at that point.
I'm just saying. Good. That was some of the heyday of Chicken Man. I had to bring it up as we get into game number 2. Do you mind if I take it over this time, or do you want to get you do it?
Do it up.
Do it.
No, you got it, bud.
All right, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn are the teal Protoss probes. Give it up for Gemini with a point on the board.
Nobody expected that going into this match. His opponent in the lower right-hand corner playing Terran once again. He believes in the Terran supremacy. It is Estrella.
Absolutely. And Duck Templar, yes, there's smoking in the room. Where have you been? Past the 1980s?
Dave's stream is a smoking stream. My stream is a non-smoking stream, so...
Go to Chicken Man if you don't like it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll shout him out. It's Chicken Man, my compadre. In fact, we can do an exclamation mark. I brought it back. The bot's back.
He's got himself a good old
I don't have the gifts popping
Bot
up
has returned.
on the KSL profile, but I do have them back. I got it all back the old days. Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah. Looks a little standard. Chicken Man.
Yeah, nice and standard here. I'm wondering what Estrella is going to go for. I feel like he's going to do a similar build to last game, but maybe not quite as aggressive.
Yeah, if he does, it could be a different timing, but to me, it looks like he's just going to Reaper Fast expand. And
That does look like build. It's a pretty good build.
Yeah, just a standard opener. Kind of, it can be risky against Protoss, but Estrella's got the micro for it to not let a probe and maybe a Zealot get in his way, but usually you're worried about that Zealot, but still the Reaper's there. But you can get a little cheeky as the Protoss.
I mean, Max Pax made this hell on the ladder, 6 years ago, whenever that was. That was... What a terrible time to be a Terran player.
Well, Chicken
When
Man,
the Max Pax build hit the ladder.
in fact, I believe you casted me, beating a far greater ranked player. With such
Did I?
with a standard, I did a little cheekier. I just went pylon before Nexus, and remember that we got that dub.
That does sound familiar.
Greener,
Dave winning a game.
you're like, that doesn't happen often.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty rare, but
True. Sorry, I just had to bring that in there for a little fun, but. I was actually like, I looked back and I had you up after. I'm like, I didn't see Chicken Man's reaction, and he was like, there's a 2-minute delay and all, but I'm like, it was like, holy shit, basically Dave actually beat a grandmaster. Like you were pretty
great.
stoked. I was glad.
I do remember. Honestly, it was very similar to last game where like I wanted to shit talk you,
Yeah.
but then you just like played a good game of StarCraft and won, and it was.
Right.
Yeah,
It was, yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to do
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
People say what they will. It's not just us, guys. It could be Roddy. It could be Artosis. It could be anybody. It could be even Steadfast. We're all rooting for the underdog, even if we don't always say it. It's just
That's
happens.
true. It's just a natural part of. I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know if this isn't true, but I feel like, especially in American culture, we root for the underdog. It's like a big thing for us.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And it's good. That's one thing I gotta say. That's as you said, it's an American culture thing. And yet Roddy's over there all about it. One of the great things about our boy Kevin, you know?
I mean, he's all the good parts of America in his heart, you know?
Yeah.
He lived in LA for a long time, and he really took the American spirit.
Yeah,
And you can tell.
The only thing he said he didn't take with him is Buffalo Wild Wings, as he often laments.
Too bad. That's too bad. They got some good wings over there.
Yep. Anyway, you know what? He has some good wings, but not good enough. The Reaper. He's going to go down. Does get a probe, though.
Gets a probe. And setting it up for the Widowmine drop that's about to come in. Let's see if Gemini can react in time.
It's funny, Widow Mines have been nerfed enough for Terran. It's hit or miss if people actually do it anymore. But, like, they can still be effective. Oh, no, that's not going to be
Pretty good. That was a really nice blink from Gemini, though. Gets under that medevac at the perfect time. And these mines. Oh, my God. Is he going to get that mine over there? Gemini, don't. All right. He's good.
He's good. The man is good.
Got it covered. Takes out the Helene as well. Does lose a few probes. Not a huge deal. I will say, we talked about it last game, but like Estrella's, not only his expansions, but his like worker production, you can really tell when a pro player is playing, because their worker production is just nonstop. And even only killing like 3 workers, usually you'd expect the Protoss to be like 6 ahead. But they're just, Estrella's like 1 ahead right now. That's just good worker production.
Yeah, there's he's neck and neck. It's certainly a testament to his skill level, even off racing, and even with a rough kind of start. Oh, nice catch on the Observer, too.
Spots the Observer. You love to see it.
I will say this, though, where he's at a disadvantage is, yeah, he has some tanks. Yeah, he has some Marauders. Stim is a far cry from being done. He's got a nice Stim combat shield timing, kind of. We already have a Colossus coming out, Chicken Man. Extended Thermal Lance on the way, and Charge is going to finish very soon, so Gemini should have an easy time buying time. So,
yeah, I don't think Gemini has to worry too much about a push, and I don't know if Estrella is going to do one. I mean, like you said, he'll have nice timing with those upgrades. No, I think Estrella should probably like maybe do a drop, but sit at home with the tanks. He's got a 3rd CC, about 3/4 of the way done here. So I think he can take that base, but it does look like he's going to push out, as we have some medevacs popping out right now.
Oh, he did get a drop.
Probes
5
going
workers.
down. Oh, it was the auto turret.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Gemini, he wasn't paying attention, and he missed the move out. And so his Stalkers have not gotten a chance to pick off any units. He is going to try to get into position here by his 3rd base, but he has so few units.
Yeah, Chicken Man, you're right, but I think he caught the...
Oh, no, it's Colossi. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Gemini?
saying. Extended Thermal Lance.
Oh, this is nice, though. He's going to blink in on the backside. He's going to lose a lot of Stalkers. He does get a Siege Tank, though.
Yeah.
Super Shield Battery turned on to keep these alive. More Zealots warping in. This is a little dicey for Gemini. He had a lot of tools ready for this push, but Estrella hit right at the perfect time. He just didn't have enough units out.
Yeah, Estrella's making... Well, I don't know about this call. I was going to say, honestly, after that, he should have just went back home. He's getting greedy on the Stalkers, I feel, because he's going to be chased down by Charge Lots and Colossus, and I think that's the big difference, is the fact that Charge was done earlier, which makes this a little more precarious. And Estrella does have a 3rd CC done. He just hasn't landed it. He wants to be safe, but he honestly should have just went right back home immediately. He got some damage. He took some okay trades, I guess. But, you know, he certainly should have went home in my eyes. Yeah,
I mean, Estrella does have a double drop kind of going to the left here, and he still has that army on the right-hand side, so he could try to do a little 2-pronged pressure. Gemini's army is not set up to deal with that right now. He's got 3 Colossi and, like, a very small amount of gateway units, so double prong could be really difficult to deal with, and Estrella is going to stim in here. The Colossi are nearby, so he's not going to stick around too long.
And he still has the Raven in the left side, by the way, so he can get a little bit of harass done with all this distraction. Looks like Estrella is going for a push in the left, and will probably harass with the Raven as well. I hope I'm not
a lot of potential threats here from Estrella, but he's not really going in with them. There's the Raven going, but there are 3 Stalkers here. If Gemini is paying a little bit of attention,
And he is.
might be able to get this Stalker or the Raven.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that
Free
was
Zealot.
cute.
High
Oh my God, it's a High Templar.
You know what? We're going to call that even.
7
150.
probes too. Wow, honestly, not bad for that Raven. And then at the same time, the double drop comes in, grabs a ton more probes, gets a disruptor, and gets out of there with both of those medevacs. And now
Look at
the
the
other
right.
army on the right-hand side is coming right back in. Estrella, he's doing a little flexing here. There is a small army for Gemini. I don't think it's going to be enough. A scan goes down, so he sees these zealots here. And he's just going to lift up, doesn't really take any damage. Gets out of there. This is really, really nice for Estrella.
Yeah, that it is. Behind it, although, let's take a look at our Terran, man. He's got an armory coming down a second eBay, so he's going to be able to continue his upgrades and go into 2-2. Gemini going into +1. So, well, Gemini has good tech, and he's suffered some pretty considerable losses. He's going to be down in upgrades if Estrella keeps right up in the upgrades as he has in previous games. Well, the previous game, I should say.
The upgrade disparity here is only going to get worse as 2-2 should be starting up fairly soon for Estrella. I like the stalkers around the edge of the base here for Gemini. Is going to keep the drops from happening for now.
I love this random siege tank. Still over here. The Zealot's going to find it and probably get a free siege tank. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yep, he gets it.
Estrella,
Look
he
at that
forgot
Zealot.
about the tank.
Oh, hold on. He unsieges. Tank kills the Zealot. Easy peasy.
It's not random, but he just forgot about it. That's so hilarious. He's just like, yo.
He just left it there. He just wanted it to hang out. He's still leaving it there. It's a good position, you know?
Yeah. He's leaving it
It's a spotter
unsieged.
tank.
It shows you how different players are. Like, if this was Hero, that tank would move like 3 times now.
Oh, it'd
Just the
have been
F2, you know?
F2'd. Yep, immediately. Gan sees this army, and Estrella moves up the ramp anyways. I don't know if I like that too much. But, oh my God, there's so many Vikings here. The Colossi just get melted. 2 of them go down immediately. The third one has barely any hit points left.
And a drop of the main. Oh my God, he killed the pylon chicken, man. Estrella actually playing really well this game.
Yeah, this Estrella turned the jets on. You know that meme where the gamer sits up in the chair? That's what Estrella did for this game. Oh my God, the EMPs on the entire army. And now we've got the drop back in the natural. The main base was pushed away for now, but there's a lot of Zealots up there just kind of chilling.
Well, that said, I think, oh my God, the medevac survives in that drop in the natural too, chicken, man. This game is pretty great, and behind it, Estrella is doing just as I was hoping he would in his end. No offense, Gemini, if you hear this, which seems like whatever, Dave. You know, you're Dave. So, but anyway, I'm joking. But anyway, like Estrella's really gonna hit timing. He was a little late on the upgrades, more than I thought, but he still hit a good timing. And if he handles this patiently, I think he's gonna do well. Yes, look at these guys.
Yeah, I mean, Estrella's army is looking so good right now. And there are the disruptors out, but there's just not a ton else here for Gemini right now. He needs a big disruptor hit. Let's see if he can get it. He was getting some good ones last game. And the supplies are evened up quite a bit. Both players are nearly maxed. And Estrella still has a good amount of units kind of spread around the map. So his army isn't all in one location here. I think that's true for Gemini as well, but...
Oh yeah, both have had great scouting units. Like I mentioned, that Zealot. Oh, no, this is where...
Yeah, I was a big Nova.
Well,
Gotta
Zealot,
be careful, there are 9 kills.
Zealot run by is huge into third base for Gemini, actually. He somehow traversed the Widow Mine and the Planetary and then made it over there. That's...
Friendly fire! Just killed like 4 more SCVs with his own Widow Mine.
Oh boy.
Okay, so this is going well for Gemini now, doing some damage to that economy. Still a decent amount of workers for Estrella. It's not that big of a deal. As Estrella's got a 5th base, turning into a planetary right now. We do not have a 5th for Gemini, so he's kind of in desperate need of another base. He's going to go put it down now, and it looks like this planetary might not get the chance to finish. He's going to lift it, but Estrella is not near enough to save it. These stalkers will take it out. So Gemini turns the tables there a little bit. As I say that, Astraya's got another base floating to the lower left.
Yeah,
And this army is still going to be so hard to fight. Gemini just recalled half of his army.
for no reason. For literally
This
no
is
reason.
so awkward. I mean, he might be able to get on top of this army here.
It was for a reason. It was to get him in a different position, I guess. But
Yeah, I think he was worried about being just kind of Astraya running around him and getting to his base.
War Prism coming down to the 3 o'clock. Totally done.
Nope.
Nice catch by Astraya.
R.I.P. Huge Viking run by into the natural, and he's going to land these Vikings.
Vikings
Zealots
are so
can
good.
warp in, but yeah, these Vikings
so
are
good
going to be
against
so
Stalkers.
good. It's incredible how good they are against Stalkers. And at the same time, we have a main fight going on over by Gemini's 5th base. Oh,
6 splits from Astraya, honestly.
The splits are so good. The Disruptor's not quite getting it done, and the Zealot Warping not getting it done either, as these Vikings are just tearing the natural apart. You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yeah. Pretty much that's about as spot on as you can do that impression for that timing. Oh my god.
I mean, Gemini will hold against the Vikings, but his economy is in the dumps. 57 workers. His 5th is online. Can he hold on to it, though? These Disruptors are doing a lot of work. And one thing you said Astraya was missing last game, he heard you. He said, okay, this game I'm going to make Liberators. Range is finishing up right now.
Yep.
And he's got, like quadruple Liberator production.
Exactly.
Coming
That
out.
+2 advanced ballistics. He doesn't quite have the +2 yet, but advanced ballistics is Chef Kiss.
Oh my god, and he's going to get
Absolutely,
right in here at the
Ghost
3rd
Liberator.
base, and I do not think Gemini has what it takes to get up this ramp right now. He doesn't have enough Stalkers to like win against the Liberators, and the Bio's going to jump on this. Oh, yeah, I was disrupting of is not getting it. There's GG. And Astraya, he's going to tie it up, bring us to a game 3.
That he does. And ladies and gents, we have ourselves a game 3 here, as Chicken Man said. We got our 61st KSL here. Kind of crazy to think about, Chicken Man, the dynamics of StarCraft and different phases we've been in since this started to now. But how cool is it that we're at 61 of this, in a way?
I'm stoked on it.
On a positivity note of it, not a negativity note of it. I'd say that's fucking awesome. So thank you, Patreons. And thank you, Chicken Man.
And thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'm as important as the Patreon. Patreon's really important.
Patreon is very important. You guys,
so
hard
if
carrying.
you want to support KSL, we have the Match Arena. It's a great way to support. Patreon is even a better way. And we send the replays out every week. Gather as many of these replays as we can and send them out to the Patreon. So if you're looking to, get some replays going.
And not to give you a big head, but I will. We don't send the replays out. Chicken Man sends the replays out every week, but I do a good job of getting them there and then distribute. We have our
That's
teamwork, dreamwork stuff.
We do indeed.
Thank you guys. And that being said, I'm going to do an introduction, and I'm going to run for approximately seconds to minute because I have to.
Okay. All right.
I'm not about to pee in the bottle on stream, Just saying.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, I'm already looking at a bad incidents today, or temporary. I'd hope even after a second I'm fighting this. Not bringing it up for a reason, but I am, because it's ridiculous. Anyway, Chicken Man, here we are.
All right. Here we are indeed. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Site Delta, we've got ourselves the man, the myth, the legend, Gemini. GG E-Mini. Trying to get those GGs out of his opponent. In the upper left-hand corner, playing Terran. It is Astraya.
Yep. And I will do that run, but I just was going to say,
right.
I think Astraya's being an extra gentleman here, playing off-race all 3 games, Chicken Man. That's all I had to say before.
I do appreciate that, for sure. All right, you get out of here. I'll hold down the fort in the meantime. Hi, Dave's chat. Good to see you again. I'm not actually reading Dave's chat because I like my brain cells a little bit too much for that, but I love you guys. I just want you to know that I love and appreciate even Dave's chat. But I like my chat better, you guys. In my chat, you're even better, okay? Dave's chat, don't listen to that. That's just for my chat. All right, game 3. What are we gonna get? Probably pretty much the same thing. Honestly, I feel like the openers were pretty fine. Gemini did have a bit of a tough time dealing with that attack from Estrella. But all in all, I think Gemini's played quite well in this series. Estrella's Terran is no slouch. He's taken some big games. He's a very good player. I know he's played a lot of Terran. Sometimes we see a player off race and they don't know the builds quite as well. They don't have like a big variety of builds. Estrella's not that guy with Terran. I feel like he's got quite a few builds available to him.
You know what else he has available to him?
What's that?
The power of being the top NA player. The top. Actually, he is probably arguably the top NA player, but the top player from the United States of America.
That's true. Yeah, I think right now he would be the top NA player, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody else that can take that from him at the moment, unless I'm missing something here. But
I think that's why Trigger, even though Trigger and him got to become really good friends, it seems. Trigger's spending his time in Korea. He's playing a lot of Osu, but he's also playing a lot of Starcraft. He's pretty high ranked on the Korean ladder for those that still play it.
Ooh.
He's very high.
Yeah, somebody asked why Trigger wasn't playing today, and I didn't realize he was in Korea at the moment.
Yeah, I messaged him actually. Thank God Gumiho came, but I think he's just on DGen hours, and much like usually we'd hear it from some. I don't know about you. I'm happy to hear
noon is too early.
I'm happy to hear Beyond was hiking, and I kind of shot him when I'm like, yeah, Beyond's like, oh, whatever, Dave. When I mentioned stuff, but some of these guys, they get to know Chicken Man and Dave after a while. You can shoot the shit with them, and it might be like, Beyond's kind of like ZZZ, but I'm like, well, enjoy it, dude. At least you're at the hospital like I was last week. He's like, you know how you get the Z's from them? He's like, oh wow. I'm like, sometimes like, are you like whatever, dude? Or they're the meaning of it, I don't understand sometimes. You know, like they have different ways of doing it with different amounts of Z's and how they do it. You know,
how many Z's is too many Z's? You know, it's
It's one thing. I'm gonna ask Parting about that, Chicken Man. That's the only thing I can say.
You should. Parting is so good. I love Parting.
Hell yeah.
I've been interacting with him a bit more lately because of Stormgate.
Oh yeah.
And like, dude, Parting's the man.
Parting is the man, dude. If it wasn't for a few regulars in chat, I'm saving my last run through the last end of finishing the campaign of Red Dead Redemption 2 finally, just for Parting. Because just saying, I recommend you go on a Red Dead stream one day if you ever were like, you know what, I'm just gonna do something different. He'll be the first one there, I promise you.
Might have to do it. We got Phoenixes again here from Gemini. And Cyclones from Estrella. 3 Cyclones to open up this game.
Yeah, that's 3 Phoenix, 3 Cyclones. I'd favor the Cyclones initially, but if Estrella I hope he's not trolling. He's not. He's going into stim and stuff, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was just, I think he was trying to poke and prod with the opening. But Gemini was not super eager to take a third. I mean, we're 5 minutes into this game, and the third just went down. He was making sure to defend with the Adepts and a shield battery up on the high ground. Those Phoenixes as well. And Estrella didn't overcommit, which I think it would have been very easy for him to just run up into the base and throw everything away for like an Adept and maybe a Probe or something. But instead, he's going to play defensive. I think it's a good call. He's already got a 3rd CC done. So Estrella, I think, is in a really nice spot right now.
Yeah, that's the way to play it. I love it too, Chicken Man. Instead, he's playing the patience game. And I know that can be frustrating against Protoss for Terran players. You get worried that they're going to be like, all right, we allowed them to get too greedy. Now they have all the tech, they have all the bases, they have all the money. But surely he's going to try to get something. I mean, surely Gemini has some good map presence with the Phoenixes. He's got an observer, but like at the end of the day, Estrella can still get a good push and maybe even split off from it, and that's where he can start to get some damage when he distracts the Phoenixes.
Yeah, and as you say, Estrella is going to start pushing out a little bit here. Now, behind this, Gemini went into both Charge and Colossi, so very similar to Game 1. But I think the Twilight Council and the Robobay finished at about the same time this game, so he's a little bit quicker on those. And this push from Estrella, these Phoenixes are going to try to pick off some units, or at least delay this a little bit. And this is really, this is so good. This is exactly what Gemini needs to do. Listen, I don't lightly say nice things about Gemini, okay? He's a lovely person, but I'm not going to compliment his play unless it's absolutely necessary. And this is like, this is it. This is exactly what he needs to be doing. He's got a Colossus out, second one halfway done. Charge will finish by the time Estrella gets here. This is Gemini's best chance to hold this push, which is a scary push from Estrella. He's got 1-1 about to finish. He's got stim and a lot of bio here. But if Gemini can get a second Colossus out, I feel like he might be all right.
I think Gemini's all right as it is, my man, because as much as I agree with you on some of it with attack, the upgrades, the timing, the army supply. Look at Gemini's army supply is massive for PvT, and he's about to extend thermal lance. But that said, if you don't mind not being rude, we're both casting guys. Pilly, you raided into the wrong person. You're supposed to raid into Chicken Man. Come on.
No. Definitely raid Dave. The Pilly raid always goes to Dave. We know this.
Well, that is kind of at this point, and it's probably tradition of Friday nights. But still, big thanks to Pilly. Guys, so you know, Chicken Man is casting. We love it when he's on. Hope you had a good stream, Pilly. And that's why I'm trying to say it is we always miss Chicken Man when he's not on. Let's be real here. I know I do. I can't. I've tried watching some of your stuff when I've been either busy myself a stream or at work, and I have you on as much as I could, Chicken Man, lately too. I've noticed you've been sneaking some stuff in. I'm really happy to see it.
Just a little bit here and there, you know. Just enough to keep myself happy.
Good.
But yeah, Gemini holds that push off really nicely. Estrella doesn't overcommit, which again is the second time this game where I feel like he could have made a big mistake there and just gone in for it. A lot of Terrans might have done it, but Estrella, playing it safe, decides to just pull back in macro. He knows he's got probably like the stronger macro, right? So he's just going to go for it. But I think Gemini's being a little bit more bold with the way he's playing as well. He realizes that he's been just falling behind in the macro, and he's just trying to jump ahead a little bit more. But at the same time, the upgrades are still posing a problem. He puts down a second forge, but he's only on one upgrade right now. He starts up armor right now, but he's still going to be very far behind in those upgrades.
Yeah, sometimes with this, it's kind of funny. I feel like the shoe's on the other foot. We were talking about shoes. I was going to say, if anybody I can think of, ironically, a player comes to mind, somebody redeemed, say something about Pilly. Ironically, when we're here, Estrella's playing it kind of more like, Gemini's playing a bit like Estrella at times, except for he normally have Storm. But if Pilly was in this spot, I guarantee you he'd probably be doubling down on the units and going for a big-ass push with a Warp Prism somehow, instead of some of this. You know, it's just how it be.
It do be how it be sometimes. But Estrella is going to be getting a little aggressive here as fourth bases are finishing up for both players. I don't know, man. It just seems like we're doing a lot of posturing right now. And I'm a little worried for Gemini as we get towards the late game here. 3-3 has already started up for Estrella, and he's just going to be further and further ahead in upgrades for a little while here. The double upgrades have finally started to kick in for Gemini, though, so he will catch up eventually.
Yeah, he needs to weather the storm. What he does have, again, is the army supply lead. If you're ever ahead an army against Terran, though, and you have 80 upgrades, it could be pretty good with this sick run by Chicken Man. Estrella might be
really nice group of zealots.
Estrella
mostly getting supply depots, though. The SCVs, only 4 SCVs going down. Not a huge deal, but nice push at the same time from Gemini. Can he get some damage done here? I don't know. Estrella's got a lot of stuff here. This fight is becoming very awkward very quickly for Gemini.
Yeah, but there is a disruptor right here, and Estrella has learned his lesson from game number 1, as you said before.
Yeah, Gemini did not send that Nova out, but Estrella was fully expecting that that disruptor Nova to come out at him.
Yep. And I wonder I don't know about you, but I'm wondering what Estrella is actually thinking right now as these Zealot run by. It's like, so this is what it feels like. You know?
I think he's well aware of what it feels like to get Zealot run by it. And I'm a little worried here. Gemini, he's trying to come into this base again. Estrella might be able to catch him on this low ground, though. Did he just kill his own Stalkers with a Disruptor Nova?
I'm not really sure, but it felt like that. It seemed like that. I will say this about
again,
Estrella.
the Viking count from Estrella is just massive.
Honestly, in a weird way, I think he could have dropped them and stemmed and pushed, but he doesn't really have a lot. He didn't have. If he had like a couple medevacs behind that earlier, it's gonna sound crazy, but I think that would have been a smart move because all the Novas were out.
Ooh, now Estrella, with the units he was using to defend the Zealot run-bys, he's going to do his own run-by, brings Gemini in here, forces a cancel on the 5th. He's going to keep pushing in towards this 4th base, and now Gemini's a little split, as there is a drop coming into the natural. It looks like he's going to be able to clean this drop up, though. Really nice play from Gemini, but he's going to lose his 4th base at the same time, which is less of a nice play.
Well, that being said, Gemini catching up on the upgrades a little bit as he did lose the 4th base and Estrella's up. That's never a spot you want to be in as a Protoss to a point. The army supply's looking a little whimsical, but he does have Shadow Strike finishing up at Dark Templar. The Novas are good. Oh,
good Novas, but unfortunately some bad Stalker movement there. A little bit awkward.
Yeah, man, I hate to say it, Chicken Man. I was with you. I was like, I'd be a little nicer than you to Gemini, but he's played a hell of a series. This is kind of close. Yeah, I think our boy's still got a shot against Max Angel.
I mean, he's picked off a lot of these units on the retreat, and there's still a handful of Vikings in the air, so the army supplies are not quite as good for Estrella as you might think. He is still up 3-3 to 3-1. Oh my god, these Widow Mines are getting some big hits right now. Yeah. But the disruptor count is huge. There's like 8 disruptors here. And the SCV's coming off the line as Estrella's a little desperate. Disruptor Nova's not quite hitting. Oh, that one gets a good amount of SCVs.
He's gonna want to land these Vikings at some point and risk it.
I know. I think he needs to land it. He's got to get in there. He is killing all of the Immortals, and I think those Immortals are doing a big amount of lifting for Gemini. Estrella takes a nice fight there. He goes up 20 army supply.
You know, at one hand, I like seeing the underdog and stuff, and yes, this is the KSL. We've been running long enough, though. We got to hand it to it. Estrella's played from Korea. He's had deep runs in KSL. And for him, he likes to have fun, though. Nobody's ever going to give Estrella any fault for... He's a pro player that actually enjoys playing the game how he wants to on his own terms.
Yeah, and Estrella's going to dive in here with his army. He's going to try to take this base down. He will focus it down, kills all the probes at it as well. And then as these Stalkers blink forward, he just fights it out. The Disruptors are here now, so he's going to have to lift up and get out of there.
Land the Vikings in the main. Just land them. Oh, no. Yeah.
I mean, he's forced the recall. Gemini will, I think, clean this up. Or at least force it out of there.
Whoa! Oh, lost the medevac. A little greedy from Estrella.
Loses the medevac. But I think Estrella's done a great job over here. Does look like there's some DTs in the meantime, though, killing 16 SCVs.
Holy shit.
So Estrella does some good damage. Gemini also getting something done on the other side. The worker count is pretty even. Biggest problem here for Gemini is that he lost his 4th base again. So his mining is not going to be great, which is going to really hurt his production.
Excuse me, Chicken Man. I had to mute as quick as I could. Damn.
Bless you.
Thank you. Defensive DTs. That was insane. If I wasn't having a moment. It's crazy how much this game stabilized in a very weird way. This looks like it should be 5 minutes ago.
Very awkward. Very scrappy here. But again, that's something that I think Estrella really excels at, and I love his decision to just run it across the map with a bunch of his army, pulls Gemini back, gets a bunch of damage done, and yeah, he lost a lot of the army, but he traded it out very, very well, and it allowed him to buy time on the other side of the map to replenish his army. Terran production takes so long, but he bought all that time, and now he's got a huge amount of Liberators coming out, 4 more on the way. There's already 4 out here. He's got a good amount of bio underneath, and Gemini is coming across with about 47 disruptors, none of which shoot up. So these Liberators going to be a potential problem here. The blink forward from Gemini. Oh my god, the Nova's coming out. This is it here. The Vikings are finally going to land, although they get obliterated by one Nova. But the Stalkers are gone. So now these Liberators reign supreme as 3 more of them pop out. There's just no answer. Gemini has to leave. In fact, Gemini's just going to leave the game. GG.
Yeah, GG that was a crazy one. Had a little bit of a change there. But damn, that was a crazy...
Honestly, like, after game 1, and then we went to game 2, and I was like, Stray has kind of turned it on here, right? He's looking very, very strong. But game 3 was super close. Like, Gemini playing pretty hot.
Oh, for sure.
Hot Gemini play. A real NA game, it really was. It truly was.
For sure. Yeah, that was actually really sick.
And that means Estrella is now going to go up against Trap.
Hang on. I'm down for anything. I just was going to say something. I had a thing. A hub came in again, a wrong raid, but every time we're here, I need to add you into the stream. I think what's going to happen is anytime anything we do together, if you want to stay, we're just going to have the same people go into both of our streams at this point. I could be wrong. We're in a rare case, Chicken Man. Look at it. Look at this will even out. This will even out.
Will it?
It will. Unless you want to do it on your own thing or not. I would love to cast with Chicken Man, but I'm drinking some beers. I spaced out just because I was kind of coughing. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'd love to cast with you if you'd be down, Chicken Man. Your call.
Man. We're already doing it. Might as well keep doing it.
Yeah. The end of the day, we don't know how long I'm going to be on Twitch. We don't know if your big acting career is going to kick off. And you don't know if I'm just going to die like a man one day, you know, be in Target again. And maybe if I was in Walmart, I was a goner. That's what Fractal said. You know, the difference. Where are we going to the Xiao versus Nightmare? Are we going to another? Where are we going?
No. We got Stray versus Trap.
Yeah. Stray versus Trap is based.
Very based.
Hup, I will quit smoking beers and drinking cigarettes when I feel like it. That's how he said it. That's how I say it sometimes.
Hup. Who are you to give life advice?
I mean, honestly, if I was to give a second best hair in StarCraft, it'd be Hup. It'd be Chicken Man, then Hup. Then maybe like...
I'd give Hup like...
Kathy.
He gets like 8th, maybe.
8th?
Yeah.
He some days he's got some pretty good hair there. Both you got more hair than me.
That's true. Hup's definitely above you on the good hair list.
Oh, for sure. But I'm up there. I'm S tier on the hat list. Let's be real. Ain't nobody
That's
got
true.
that hat game.
Facts.
Artosis comes in, excuse me. I go, excuse me, Artosis? Pretty sure I got the Mario and your erotica, buddy. With a flat cap, you know? Oh, okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Oh, man. You know something, Chicken Man? I hope everything's been going good, man. I don't mean to be bringing up too much life stuff every time we get in. It's never about the game and stuff. I think when we get into the game, we're all right. But also, it's good to catch up just because I miss you because you're my bud.
Yeah. It's been good, you know? Life is good.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, life is good. We can have our days. Everybody needs to cope. And usually we're better off trying to be positive even in the worst moments. Hot take, but I think that's the best way to go about it.
I mean, I haven't gone to the hospital lately, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, just in general, like, ironically, I was feeling that way before that. So I've been personally feeling like, you know, it's just shit happens. You know, you just got to roll with it.
That is true. Shit do be just happening sometimes. But at least I'm not getting banned on Twitch, you know, so.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's good.
Guys,
I would try to
do me a
avoid that.
favor, Pilly, everybody. Chicken Man may need some motivation to stream more after. Or not motivation to stream more, just to continue on. If I'm gone from Twitch, yeah, you're on my will and testament. Will and testament.
More like the last Dave in Testament, am I right?
Got him. Got me. Oof. Yeah. Nah, man, we all are getting older. We all have our stuff going on. I'm not making a thing. I will say this. I will hang around regardless if that happened. And if Twitch decides this, I'm sure it'll be a short-lived thing. If it is over-impeded because of the last thing, I think we're gonna probably... I'm pretty sure I can fight this one very easily. Because...
That's good. That's good.
And regardless, I will be on YouTube if that's the case. For a temporary thing, but ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor. Please support the Korean Starcraft League. I know we have less and less people in the Korean Starcraft League at times, it seems, but I think as the game goes on, we have less support for a lot of things. It's all community funded. I think Chicken Man and myself were vessels to folks with a big heart and a lot of money. Let's be real. Shout out to Skitu, Vlad, and Chad Mandu, our original patrons and compadres. That I think it was all 5 of us. 4 of us at first, and then we got a 5th.
I mean, literally would not have been able to get off the ground without them. So,
and Skitu to this day is just like, Jesus Christ, I can't believe this is still going.
Yeah, it's pretty great how long we've been able to go with it.
But we need to at least make it to a 69th, guys. For
That's
the
true.
love of Christ. Chicken Man,
we have to.
the Koreans, everybody, all of us. We at least need, if KSL has to end, it has to be 69 or like 100 or something. It has to be a meme number.
It's got to be a nice number. It has to happen.
All right, you want to do the honors, sir?
All right. Here we are on Oceanborn for game 1, spawning in the lower right-hand corner. We have our blue Protoss representing Genesis Gaming. It is the one, the only Trap.
All right, and not to stir up controversy, and his mom in the upper left-hand corner. I'm joking. I'm joking. Out of nowhere, I was reading chat, and I wanted to say it. In the red Protoss probes, it is Estrella. I had to throw you a curveball, too, because I go, there's no fucking way Chicken Man's going to expect me to say, and his mom.
I had no idea Estrella was Trap's mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, learn something new every day.
Hashtag bang moment. Ah, the old days.
Ah?
Nods the old days of bang. Heckin'
I have my
moms.
reverb on, so it won't work, but...
All right, we got some probes harassing, trying to mineral harass, get a little scouted in.
Oh, yeah. Do you do this? Do you mineral harass in
Oh,
your
yeah,
games?
I do. Flapjack, actually,
You do?
I played him on one, and he's like, he was watching one day, and he just goes, Dave, what happened to you? Like, I don't know, I'm like, what happened to me is I had a stream sniper, and I feel like I'm a little... When I'm on my A game, I'm definitely over the MMR limit I'm at in the game, but I can do what I can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is me every game.
That's the rough times.
Yep.
See, whenever I try to probe harass, I invariably mess up my micro, or my macro rather. And then I'm like, well, I caused him to lose 20 minerals, and I mistimed my Nexus. So
Oh, yeah.
I lost 300.
No, I know.
And it's like, oh, cool. All right, great.
No, it gets good, but I mean, like, it's Chicken Man. You're a very solid Protoss player. You don't obviously have a lot of time to play. lately. Every time I played you, you've been a very solid macro Protoss player, and I don't think you always need to have to do all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, it's cool when you can pull it off, but at the end of the day, just my take on it. I'm like, nah, man. Like, you're very focused. You're a very focused player, and I think when you do what you do, you're kind of scary. You're kind of scary.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. No, seriously.
I like to say that I would get to Masters if I had a build order.
You just need time. Like, you need time. You could.
Yeah. That's the hard thing about a game like Starcraft, right? I mean, this is really anything you want to get good at, but it just takes time.
Yep. Time and
I don't know about you, but I'm an adult. I have a life.
Yeah.
It makes it really hard to be good at Starcraft.
Yeah, I mean, the days of Dave putting the amount of games is 4GG and being as bad as I was in one season, like there were some pro players saying, Dave, you don't have that many, and I go, you're right in comparison, but there was a couple seasons I actually had. It was Dave and 4GG globally for most games played. Jugger J was up there too, and other than that, it was all bots. Like, literally, and this was a couple of years ago. Flapjack found that out. I didn't know. I didn't even know that was a statistic on how many games you play.
Hold on, we got some action here. Trap dropping a few force fields, picks off 2 stalkers.
With 2 adepts
and Estrella.
Whoa, Estrella blocks the adepts.
Caught a little bit. Oh, nice block there. Great warp in. These adepts not really going to be able to get much done because of that. Looks like one of them will escape.
Dude, that was sick. You're so right. I'm so sorry. Let's get back on task on my end. Way to go, Chicken Man, saving the day as usual. But that was probably the best. That was some incredible micro from both. Like, at first it looked like Estrella was outplayed, and Estrella goes, just kidding. Look at this defense. At least that's my take.
The defense there was really crucial, because otherwise that would have been that honestly, like, genuinely could have ended the game if Estrella was just a little bit slower on that. Losing those probes after losing the army puts him in such a terrible spot. But as it is, it's still a good move for Trap. I think he's still in a good spot.
Oh yeah, he's
but it's not quite as big of a deal.
Yeah, he lost 2 whole stalkers, so army supply wise, this push could be deadly.
Yeah, Estrella does have the blink earlier, though. Oh, the Adept's going to distract, going into the natural, and that's going to allow Trap to hit this third, which is so fresh that I think he might be able to force the cancel. Unfortunately, though, Trap does not have blink, so he can't actually escape. Estrella could chase this. I don't know if he's going to, though.
Estrella, I hope he catches on to this, because he's going to see him going. He will chase
he's diving in. Oh, but the target fire here. Okay, he's going to grab one. This is unfortunate for Estrella. Just doesn't have quite enough stalkers, and now Trap's blink is done. Looks like they just traded 2 for 2 there. But Trap, of course, forcing the cancel on the third. That's huge. His third base is going to be finished a lot earlier now.
Now, that being said, it's still okay. It's still playable for Estrella. As you said, he's got a couple worker lead. He's been producing behind this. The Forge is a little faster for Trap, but it's neck and neck. This is inconsequential in PvP. But one thing you and I have talked about many times, especially when we used to cast a lot of Starcraft together. Now that I think about it, Chicken Man, this is something we used to always talk about. We have charge coming from Trap and none from Estrella, and it's a play style that I'll see Geralt even doing now. But Trigger and Estrella, it's when Nina was playing more often in StarCraft 2. Some other people, they'd be skipping it. It's usually like Trigger, Estrella. There's a stylistic thing. Some Koreans do it, but usually Koreans tend to go into charge and make the tech transitions. And you and I have casted many games in European games where they'll stay on Blink, they'll go on the upgrades, they'll go into Robo and Disruptors, but the charge lots just win the game. And I couldn't tell you how many times I've even watched you cast it. This could be rough for Estrella if there's a timing from Trap.
Yeah, it can get really awkward. This charge lots can be so powerful until the stalker number is at like 30 or 40. Then it becomes pretty much impossible for the charge lots to do anything. But obviously here Estrella is only at 13 stalkers. Like the charge lots are still so good, and he's gonna lose a stalker here as he missed the recall on that last one.
Yeah.
But I think you're absolutely right. Like, going the charge versus no charge thing, gonna put Astray in a bit of an awkward position.
Like the funniest thing is you've said that forever. I'm gonna shout out to you. So sometime if I ever get in a spot, and I don't know lately, we'll see what happens. Let's hope I'm all good, because I'm hoping we can get to a point where everything's normal, and if I have anything, fuck it, we're gonna win it.
Oh my god.
There's a big
More
reason
force
why
fields here from Trap.
This is gonna be a Dave versus Roddy on Chicken Man being the not the innovator, but I would actually bring you up as a point of contention to how much in the D-Gen time zones you've casted Starcraft on, that you've noticed this before many other casters had. Seriously, you brought this up many times in PvP because of how many PvPs you casted. Times.
So many.
And the players.
Too many.
Yeah.
Astray's doing something really interesting here. He's got like a ton of shield batteries to blink back to, though.
Yeah.
And I really like that. Like, he's putting
his
minerals into that instead of putting them into the zealots. Trap sees those shield batteries and he's like, well, I think I gotta leave. Astray also made some hallucinated Archons, which was really fun, just to try to buffer the front a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got this is Immortal Archon charged a lot with Stalkers.
And what's that in the production tab? That is charge in the production tab for Astray. So he's getting there. Just a bit late.
You know what I feel like you should have done? If you're against this and your back's on the wall, the smartest move in my eyes is going into Disruptors. Right? You could go into Colossus. It sounds nuts. We see it happen sometimes.
Stalkers. Oh, they were looking for that Warp Prism. They are going to try to hit this on the backside now. They're going to pick off this Immortal back here. Zealot still charging forward. Astray trying to blink backwards. Needs to get the rest of these Stalkers in this fight. It's an awkward position. The Zealot's diving forward. Probes coming off the line as the shield batteries try to keep this healed up. I don't know if Trap can really get out of here, though. He's losing so many Zealots on the retreat.
Estrella went to 83 workers, by the way. He's got 79 left and lost 4. What the fuck? Oh my god, free Immortal.
Yeah, another Immortal goes down. Supplies are very, very close. You're right, though. Astray is so far ahead.
Like, for a mirror matchup to go to like 80 workers, but he went over, that's usually not good. At some point, it becomes suboptimal macro in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, an aggressive game like this, I think that's...
Yeah, it does put him in a little bit of a tight spot, and the army supply is definitely in Trap's favor, as well as that +2, which is about to finish for Astray, but it is not there yet. And he is losing a lot in this base, but I guess the bonus of having all these extra workers is he's lost 11, and he's still ahead, right? So he's going to stop this Warp Prism from warping in, gets on top of these chunky units, and suddenly Estrella, he's going to clear this army up. Trap is diving for the Nexus, which he'll get, but only just barely. He's going to lose every Stalker. Estrella already has a 5th on the way, but look at the army supply, 66 to 40 now.
Yeah,
Estrella's just going to counterattack, and I think he's got way too many Stalkers now. I think he just goes and wins the game. Like,
now, if Trap can defend... Oh my goodness, the Immortal
is trying to sacrifice itself. I mean, the charge lots.
He's going to have +3 ahead. So if Trap somehow can miraculously hold Chicken Man, he's got that +3 on the way faster. But it's PvP and...
Yeah, the army supplies are a lot closer than I feel like they should be here. Trap's done a great job chrono boosting out some more units. And he is holding. Astray is going to keep on warping in and keep on pressuring. Astray's got 2 more bases finishing up right now. So he's long distance mining for a little bit. Took an economic hit. But he's going to retake the economic lead very shortly. He's actually going to dive in for this Nexus. Can he get it? No, he's not going to stick around to do that.
No, he is definitely going to back off. We do have another Forge coming down from Estrella. Actually, it's going to sound crazy. From how Estrella has been playing this, I would have loved to seen that earlier. Getting a double Forge lead with the shields and armor upgrades has been something that's been happening more often in the last couple of years. But it's very impactful when you're in gateway units versus gateway units, and even especially when Immortals are playing, you're the gateway user, an abuser, if you will.
The micro here has been so good from Estrella, doing some fancy blinks there where he looked like he was about to blink backwards, but he waited for Trap to blink forwards and then stood his ground with the higher Stalker number, and now his reinforcements are here, and I don't know. Estrella is still looking quite good. That +3 is done for Trap, though.
+3 is done for Trap. Estrella is a ways behind. Estrella's got to be cautious here, but at the same time, at the end of the day, he's going to finally into the Templar Archives. He has an Immortal up. He's getting that +1 armor, too, where he will actually be in an advantage if he continues to push and does good. Getting 14 workers, Chicken Man. This base looks like it's in jeopardy. Counter assault. Well, no, actually, never mind. I'm looking at it reverse. Excuse me.
I mean, Estrella is pretty significantly ahead economically now with his 4th and 5th finishing up. He's got the worker lead. Looks like there's some Zealot run-bys. They're just running by each other. Zealots on Zealot action here. But this is feeling really, really good for Estrella. I think it's going to be really tough for Trap to come back in this. Like you said, that +1 armor ahead for Estrella. And as his +3 finishes, he could start up shields as well and just really push that upgrade advantage.
Zealot and Zealot action. All right, it's official. I know how we save KSL Patreon. Guys, consider being a Patreon. Look at the games like this. We're going to have to make some calendars. It's going to be, unfortunately, scuffly drawn calendars made by Dave and my shitty artwork. But I think that's what we're going to have to do. Have to do the KSL calendar.
Hey, we can
Zealot
do it. We
Zealot
can do it.
action. And Chicken Man will help, too.
We'll get some artists on that. We can make it happen. I'm sure there's some.
We should do that. A literal thing. We'll make it kind of PG-13, whatever.
All proceeds go to the KSL.
All proceeds go to the KSL.
Beautiful. Bit of an awkward engagement in that last one, but Estrella maintains his lead. Honestly, it's feeling better and better for him. Trap does have that 5th up and running now, but Estrella back up to 82 workers. Zealots come in the Warp Prism here. Gonna try to get a little bit of damage done, but so far Estrella defending well.
Yeah, this is a sweaty game. Shifty, I had to call out somebody in chat. Shifty always says his bullshit. The PvP sucks. Like, would you rather ZVZ where we saw Roach Wars for 15 fucking minutes? There are plenty of them, you know. Or it ends up in the Turtle game for an hour where they're just sitting there on Lurkers and Vipers and Spores and Spines. And that's what it turns into, and it's the late game. And that's like peak, you know. I think PvP, this is just an old school one. Chicken Man, you can attest to this. Lately, some of the PvPs we've seen have been some of the craziest series in Starcraft, honestly. For smaller run tournaments, I think it's shifted gears in which ones are the goated ones at times. They never get casted on YouTube because YouTube, you know.
Stray losing a lot of Stalkers at the start of this fight. And he's got some Zealots kind of chilling on the low ground. That was a very good fight for Trap. And Stray's got to pull back to his shield batteries. He is going to overcharge. I don't know if Trap has spotted this base to the left. No, Estrella is once again double expanding, hoping that even if Trap sees one of these bases, he'll be able to get away with the other one. And there's shields on the way for Estrella now, so he's got +1 shields and +2 armor. He is 2 upgrades ahead.
Yeah. No, for sure. And to my boys at Max, I had to say this. No, I don't think all late game ZBZ is bad. It's just usually we end up in spots where it's...
I don't know, dude. I love all the matchups.
Yeah, I do.
I'm an equal opportunity matchup enjoyer.
I am too. It's just sometimes...
Oh, we got the first Disruptor out. Okay.
Yeah.
Estrella bringing out the Ruptors here, and a big surround from Estrella. Army supplies are so close, but I just feel like Estrella with the superior economy should be able to make more units. Trap's Warp Prism is staying alive for a surprisingly long time, but I think it's going to go down now. Is Estrella going to blink forward?
The one hitting this got way closer.
Oh my god.
The Warp Prism gets taken down, but now Trap looks done for. I mean, it's
I think he might be cooked. I thought he was cooked before, but he hung in there. But now he is 2 bases behind, and even with this one Zealot here.
I think we're still in it. There's Disruptors on Trap's side. The Army supplies going. The one Zealot almost killed.
Disruptor's pretty good.
Yeah. Chicken Man, this is a nail biter, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, this is still, I think, Estrella's game to lose. Like, this is a 50 supply lead right now, and Trap's going to finish out this base to the left. But that base doesn't really matter. That was like the Estrella hedging his bets, right? He took both. He got away with one. The other one dies. So what? Who cares? He's still ahead workers. He's mined so
I don't
much
see
more.
how Estrella loses except for disruptors.
And the trades are like dead even. Estrella's actually traded better, even with mining a lot more.
Oh, yeah,
the disruptors are the real variable here,
Well,
right? Like if Trap gets 1 or 2 good hits, oh, I don't know.
Chicken Man, can I beg to differ on one thing? I agree that Estrella traded better in terms of gas, but in terms of minerals, Estrella's thrown so many zealots, and now that we're approaching into the late game more and more, if this goes on to some crazy late game shit, Trap has capped a lot of his gas together. Just saying, he might have a lot more gas to switch into a Stargate transit. It's possible, but we'll see. This is likely to be over. I highly doubt we're gonna get there, but we could end up in some crazy situation. Okay, Nova falls short. Another Nova falls short. Another Nova gets killed.
Yeah, the Novas are falling short.
I was hoping.
Right.
I was hoping for a crazy tech switch.
You were pulling out the hopium, but
yeah, it turned into copium.
There was just no chance for that, unfortunately.
No,
Estrella takes it.
It's a good game. That was a sick game. It was just warming up. It's game 1. You know?
Game 1. Yeah, very good game, though. Really back and forth, and then Estrella, I really thought he won it. But Trap hung in there, man. He fought it out. He made it really, really close again. I love Estrella double expanding. I love that so much.
All right, and real quick while we're here, I got to do this again. Guys, make sure you follow Hup, but I got to do this. Hup, excuse me. We got to also go to Mr. Chicken Man. Chicken Man is streaming too. You want to follow his side. He's less drunk. I apologize. I'm drinking, Chicken Man. I shouldn't be, as you know.
Hey, it's your life.
I'm actually really happy to be casted with you, to be honest, right now.
That's good. We don't get to do this as much.
No,
anymore.
we don't. I'm happy when you're on, and the fact that we don't do this at all really is kind of cool.
But we got these KSLs for, you know?
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm telling you, I feel like they're gonna have the come up the Chicken Man. You know, Hup, you're always welcome to cast KSL as much as you don't want to play StarCraft. You're always welcome to cast it. Chicken Man and I both have said that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Macrocosm also putting $20 into the prize pool.
Whoa.
That's huge. Thank you, dude.
Let me look at this, guys. Guys, hit that Maturino, exclamation mark Maturino. You're on fire,
Absolute
dude.
heroes out there.
Yeah, goddamn. Maybe we should just go to honestly, at this point, we could probably talk to everybody and just make it happen again, Chicken Man, in a new format. Reinvent the wheel in a different way.
There you go. Right now, we got to reinvent some Protoss, though.
Yeah.
We're in game number 2, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Ghost River. We have Genesis Gaming's Trap.
And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner, he's red. He hails from California. Presumably likes to eat pizza, but jury's still out on that one. He drank like half a beer when I gave him one, and it was like a big ass gets a strap. That's it. He only drank half a beer. That's it.
That's honestly, that's as much beer as I usually drink too. I'm not a beer guy.
No, I know you're not, but I know you're a very classy drinker, but you
that's right. Yeah, I'm so classy, dude.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Dave, do you want? Hey, Dave, do you want to go? Can I pull out the story, Chicken Man, just real quick in my Chicken Man impersonation?
All right, do it.
First land
I want
ever.
to hear it.
I get there. I'm excited. I'm nervous. It's after COVID, Dave's all kind of messed up, and I see some of the first people I meet and of my friends at Atlanta 2022, and I see Chicken Man, and I'm stoked because I met him just before too. But you're like, Dave, do you want to go get some lunch? And I already knew what that meant, kind of, but even for my degenerate ass, I was like, I don't know. So yeah, let's go get some lunch. So you're like, yeah, we'll probably grab a drink or two. I was like, oh yeah, I'm down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was good times.
No, that was actually, and I can't remember for the life of me the dudes we went with. And that makes me mad. So if you're in chat and you're like, Dave, we talk to you all the time. I do remember you. I can't for the life of me, and I've thought about it. Those guys were pretty cool. You know, and look at this proxy Stargate.
Ah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. We went with some cool people to lunch.
Oh, dude,
That's
they
who
were
we went
awesome.
with.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, it was...
I had only just met both of them also, so.
Yeah, no, I know. It was sick. It's like, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm like, this is why Chicken Man is the GOAT.
That's what the events are for. It's the best part about going to the events is you're like, oh yeah, like I you know, I've seen your name in chat, or like I know all the same streamers you do, like just a cool group of people. Go out, eat lunch, hang out, whatever. Well, hang out in the event.
What was weird for me is my first event, and like, I'll be honest, Chicken Man, we go in and you and I were like celebrities there, and I'm like, why? And I realized because the casters weren't there.
Yeah. We were the best they had.
It was like us, like we couldn't stand a chance against Pig. Well, Pig, of course, and Dot even. And say, heck that.
That's true. That's true. There were some actual famous people there.
Yeah, Nero and stuff. But like the fact that Chicken Man and I are there, and I'm like, wow, I don't understand this. Why are you guys all like, whatever? I'm going, oh, there's the casters are in wherever the fuck. Well,
people were out there. They were like, oh my god, is that the David Testa?
Well, speaking of Chads,
I've never seen it.
And even there, Estrella was like, Dave, you got to get in here and watch the finals. Pilly's fucking micro tournament they kicked me out for. This guy right here wanted to get me in. He got me into semis. He goes, Dave, you got to come watch with me. Estrella going for proxy phoenixes. Who does
I was
this?
just gonna say, have you ever seen this before?
I've not seen. Very rarely. I've seen this before, but
is rare.
Miscalculated.
I feel like this could be a David Testa special right here.
I think this is gonna be a Dave Test against the Stream Sniper. If I don't get banned, I might give him a shot to play him on ladder, not just insta quit. Because, oh my god, this is beautiful.
This is beautiful. I mean, Trap is playing this. He's doing great. He's not really losing anything. A couple of probes, but
this is
he's got the stalkers back at home.
Yeah,
but who does this? Who does this?
In my chat, people are complaining about why. Like, I mean, I can see with Hop and stuff, and yeah, you get the same stuff. But this is so fucking cool. Let's be honest. It's bad, or people are like, that's just bad. Well,
is it bad? Is it bad?
We'll see what happens.
If Estrella wins this game, everybody who said it's bad needs to sub or gift a sub.
And this is the magic of KS. I'll be honest.
Look at this. He's lifting the stalkers. Okay, there's more stalkers here for Trap. This is looking a little dicey for Estrella. He doesn't have a shield battery at his natural, which I feel like is a problem.
Yeah.
He's focus firing. I don't know, dude. This is looking pretty good for Estrella.
It is, but it's pretty close. But yeah, he went up the hill.
Close.
Why did you go up the hill?
He's running up that road. He's running up that hill.
Anakin!
Is this it?
I have the high ground.
Estrella's holding. Is that going to be game? Can Trap hold the counterattack?
God, Chicken Man, I don't know. I think if Trap backed off, he had a chance to back off and consolidate, and he didn't, mate.
He didn't, and now this is dangerous. There's so many Phoenixes here. He doesn't have a lot of lift energy at the moment, but a new one joins. I think he's got 2 lifts in there. More Stalkers warping in for Trap, and more Stalkers showing up for Estrella. Is this it, David? Tell me. Is this the game?
Well, I think this could be it's looking pretty heckin' close. It's going to take a bit of a miracle battery overcharge activated on the warp prism, which doesn't do too much.
I mean, it saved it, though. Yeah. And the Phoenixes, he's just got to wait for a lift is really it.
Well, thankfully,
there's no Stalkers coming across.
Thankfully, there's no Graviton Beam Viagra for Protoss, because then Trap would really be in trouble. But it's looking like this one might be Ogre. He's got a lot of workers.
This micro from Estrella, so nice. Yeah, he's keeping all these Phoenixes alive. And I mean, the shield battery's out of juice. There's no overcharge left available. And that I think is that. GG. Estrella takes the 2-0 victory.
Over Trap. That's impressive.
And can you tell me what you think about that strategy now, David?
I think it's dicey as shit, but I still kind of I can fuck with it because the reason
Do
why.
you think everybody who called it bad in chat needs to gift you a sub? Because
Yeah, I do too. I think you need to give Chicken Man a sub too.
Yeah, honestly, you owe it. You owe it to both of us.
Yeah.
Who said it was bad? Was it Hup that said it was bad?
Was it Hup that said it was? If it was Hup,
I bet it was.
You owe me
yeah,
a gifted sub. Hup's broke ass ain't gonna give me a sub, but I love you.
Hup out here grinding hard at 4200 MMR, saying that Estrella's build is bad. Come on, dude.
Hup got nerfed to Stormgate, and I'm sorry, Chicken Man. Too soon. I support all my friends on Stormgate, so
I've seen Hup's games in Stormgate. Okay, they're not any better.
I know. Poor Hup. He knows the dude. Hup's way better than me, and I love him to death.
I know, I love Hup.
Damn,
I'm sorry, Gemini. Gemini, I'm sorry you had to see that.
It's usually because Hup's been really nice to me, so I feel extra bad in saying that because Hup's actually been really nice to me lately. And I appreciate that because sometimes even though we both would troll, I'm like, wow, like, what did I do, Hup? Like,
Hup's cool. I like Hup.
yeah.
But he gives me shit and I give him shit.
Oh yeah,
And that's the way I prefer it.
That's actually the same thing as us. Like, dude, that's what friends do. And even if you're ever offended by me, no, it's literally breaking balls. It's the expression here in Utica, at least.
Breaking balls.
In the Northeast, you had it there in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with the phrase breaking balls.
Based. All right. So
Estrella up against Gumi Bro now. Always good to see Estrella make it to the semifinals.
Estrella versus Gumi. It's been a minute since we had this.
I just want to say that thanks to you sending some people over here to follow, I have reached 6,009 followers, which is
good. You're beating me as you should.
It's a very nice number.
I was looking at that because I feel like I don't deserve it, guys. I need a few follows too, though. We need to get to 5,500 at least.
Hit those follows, boys and girls.
Chicken Man should be at like. Wait, I missed the lobby. No, that's Dark versus Down. This could be Dark. We're missing Dark for Estrella, and I gotta say, this is one time we're both Wayne's World right now. If I had more hair, this would be Wayne and Garth because this could be Dark's last. Any moment could be Dark's last fucking tournament of all time.
Why is Dark retiring?
He's going to the military.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
he's got the.
That's true.
Yeah, I was so happy he's there.
I know. We gotta get him in as much as we can.
Yep. Man, I thought about it.
You thought?
Yeah, I know. Scary thought. Scary thought for everybody else. Like, Jesus Christ, Dave thought. We got run for your lives. That's not important. Do you mind if I get another lobby with you, mate? You can kick me out at any time, as you know.
Yeah, dude. We got Gumiho versus Estrella coming up.
I'm trying to keep it down.
Easy.
When we get that lobby, I'm gonna run and grab a water and take a leak. You heard right, a water. I drank more water today than I have in the last year. By the way,
that's good. Bud Light doesn't count.
I'm drinking Coors Light, but.
Oh, yeah. So you're drinking a lot of water. Perfect.
No, yeah, but I'm like legit. The last couple, takes going to the hospital to. Yeah, he's laughing over. You know how you may remember this. Yeti is the biggest Bud Light fan, and he's down in Georgia and he gets into stuff. And you met Yeti. You're a big guy too. Yeti's fucking. He used to be Golden Gloves. People give him shit in Georgia for drinking Bud Light, and yet he's just
well they should. As well they should.
Well, no, but he's just like, over controversy stuff. Yet he's just like, you want to take that back, amigo? Based Yeti. I will say this. I hope, if nothing else, you can be as mad as you want at me forever, Chicken Man, for anything. Always keep Yeti around. He's a sweetheart.
Oh, I love Yeti.
He's very fond of
No,
you.
no, Yeti. I do not drink Coors. For the record, I gave Coors and Bud Light both shit. They are roughly equal in my mind. So,
Hey, man. Like, to be honest, I'm... Fair enough. He's like laughing. He's like... Estrella and Gumiho. This is fucking sick. We gotta go. I usually try to stay away from Estrella because I feel like every time I go on his runs, there was a couple in ESL I lucked out and I was like the only one fouling him and he made it to the finals and he actually won. Whether or not I was in the back of a tournament, I think it was. He at least made it to the finals and in ESL Americas. But like every time I follow him, normally earlier on, he like has some tragic events.
oh no, it almost happened earlier. Gemini almost took him out.
Yeah. Oop.
All right, we got ourselves a game.
We do have ourselves a game of gamers. Anki's with us too. One day we're gonna get Anki to cast with us, Chicken Man. We should make that a thing because he actually can learn some English. We have to learn a little Spanish, but
accent can't believe
I mean, my Spanish is rusty, but
I just ended up getting my
we can do it.
Busted. Him hitting the Bing.
Zamaxed with some Tony Soprano and the TTS over here. All right.
Tony Soprano, eh? All right. Let's get into game one. One in the lower right-hand corner of Site Delta. We got ourselves the one and only Towel Terran, Gumio.
And his opponent in the upper left, he's red. Plays Protoss. He also likes to do a little bit of the crap. Sometimes he's good at the crap table. It's Estrella. Or Max. Max Angel Eyes.
Yeah, he ain't no angel.
He ain't no angel, that's for sure. Ah, yeah. You're preaching, you're preaching. Chicken Man, you got this for a bit. Do you want to try to do this cast like this or nah?
No, I'm gonna give up on that very quickly.
Yeah.
I can only take so much like Jersey accent. It becomes painful after a while.
It technically
Hurts my
works for
soul.
New Jersey now. So
I'm so
back.
sorry.
I'm gonna hurt your soul more when I come back, if that's okay.
All right.
It's all you, amigo.
All right, there's some more PVT. I'm stoked Gumio's playing. We used to get Gumio in a lot, but it's been a minute. Gumio is one of my favorite Terrans. Hope you guys are all having a good time out there. KSL's always a highlight of my week. Gumio eats gabagool. That's right. That's right. I actually haven't watched The Sopranos. I feel like people are always it's like, oh, you gotta watch it. One of those shows. Everybody's like, you gotta watch The Sopranos. But it's so much show. It's so much show to watch.
You know, I just sort of point something out as I get back. Yeti, you're in the wrong chat. You should be in Chicken Man's. Yeti was staying up the cast with me. Wait, hold on. Yeti messaged me. If you want me in here, if not, I understand. Can't believe you got Chicken Man in. Oh, I had read my Discord DMs. I'm sorry I read that out loud. Can we still Yeti in for like one series, Chicken Man? Would you permit that?
I mean, we could get Yeti in, sure.
Or no? Not now, but I don't want to ruin your image.
If Yeti wants to come in.
Because Yeti's going to take the show
my
with
stream
his
is not
sexiness.
Dave's stream.
No, yeah, he knows that. He'll be quiet, he promises.
You're having a horrible night. Well, come join us. I hope it'll make your night better.
Yeah. If not, we'll go over. I'll leave if not to, but I figured one game maybe, Chicken Man. You know, how's that sound?
Yeah, we can get him in. Get a little Yeti action.
All right.
All right.
Kind of weird trades there, honestly. Get the
Stray gonna keep on pressuring in. He wants to get this Marine, the old Adept versus Hellion battle, which is always fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, just little trades here and there. Nothing too crazy. We got the Cyclone popping out now, and we have the Oracle going to be heading across the map shortly.
Yeah, Stargate opener from Australia. And actually going into another gate. No... He's going double Oracle into Twilight. I mean, I know this is standard, but not really. It's kind of off meta. Like, a lot of people used to do this a lot, and I think people fell short on it because it's... I'll be honest, I've never been a big fan of it, to be Chicken Man. It's very, very high risk against many things. In my opinion, anyway. But now that Widow Mines have been nerfed, it's
you know, high risk, high reward. You know?
Yeah, I don't even think it's... You just have oracles for some stasis wards and maybe some rev tags. Like, rev tags are huge. In my eyes, I've not been a fan for the last 2 years of oracles. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me being biased, but I've just seen too many players just lose games because they open like this and they could have been teched into Robo or something, you know? Like, one Oracle's okay, you know? Maybe I'm just being snooty.
Hey, you're allowed to have your opinions, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just... There's been enough games where I've seen, like, people, like, it seems like they just literally threw games from that on a build order when they're like, okay, we're going against Gumio, we're going to open an Oracle. I'm not going to mention names. Oh, wait, but the Liberator. Wait, what? Decent defense from Astrea, honestly. He did lose a lot of us mining time, Chicken Man.
Yeah, I'm realizing we don't have Game Heart on either, unfortunately. My casting crutch. Yeah, loses a few probes, but cleans up the Liberator. And was getting one Phoenix out. That might have just been to deal with the Liberator, though. It doesn't look like he's making any more, as it's just going to be Blink Stalkers from here on out.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I like the Phoenix after, at least if you're this committed. Gumiho just playing bio behind us. Decent catches from Astrea. But where I was going to get at something, and it's something that could easily be walked back. Not walked back, but I explain it more. I usually call this the Geralt style. The double Oracle into Blink, because it just delays your Blink so goddamn much, and it seems like usually so much can get done. But luckily, the game's changed a bit, you know, since those days. Like, with the Widow Mine nerf in particular. Amongst the Cyclone being changed, then changed again, and nobody wanted that change in the first place, but we got it, and then we got it again. So in this state of the game, it's fine, I guess.
I mean, it seems like it's going to work out here for Astrea anyways. Gumiho is starting to push out, but of course, Blink is done. The Stalkers kind of missed this move out, which I think works out for them. They're going to grab a Widow Mine, chase the second one up the ramp. And Astrea's just diving in here. He's going to go for the recall, but he's forced Gumiho back. Loses the Stalker for his trouble, but it's not that big of a deal. And at the same time, there's a spotter pylon for this drop on the right-hand side. And now with the Stalkers nearby, he's going to be able to go in here and push these Marines back. A good defense from Astrea for the time being, but Gumiho still has pressure moving out on the map. Oh, stasis trap. Oop. All right. He avoids it.
Well, he avoids it for now, but one thing we can know is charge is going to be completed. +1's on the way. Robo Bay coming down behind it, albeit a little bit later because of the double Oracle opener, as I said. That's the reason why, basically. We're seeing it, but it's working out. Honestly, it's working in Astrea's favor because, well, the army supply is not like horrible. Like, Gumio is obviously leading. It's pretty standard. But it's not as massive as it could be, and Astrea's gaining some traction, Chicken Man.
Yeah, I don't mind this for Astrea, definitely. As he's been able to deflect Gumio's pressure so far without really taking any losses. But Gumio's up a couple of workers right now. His worker production's been very consistent, and Astrea's fourth base is only about halfway done. So I feel like economically Astrea would want to be a little bit further ahead, ideally. Because Gumio is going to have a lot of power right now. His 1-1 is done. The Colossi are not out yet.
+1 is going to be finishing up shortly, Chicken Man. That shit evens out a bit. As long as he gets a battery overcharge, maybe.
Yeah, he's going to drop a bunch of force fields. There's a really nice force fields. The overcharge is going to help out quite a bit. But that only lasts so long. Astrea needs to do some damage to this army. He can't just keep buying time. He's going to run out of time eventually. Good splits there from Estrella, but Gumiho does not take any friendly fire. Now the probes are getting pulled away as this base might just be forfeit here. Estrella, I just don't think he had quite enough army ready for this. Gumiho hit at a perfect time. And he's going to be able to take down this third base, and he has reinforcements. Look at the supply right now. It is 50 supply in Gumiho's favor. Even with these Colossus coming out here, I just don't think it's going to be enough for Estrella.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's with all respect to Max. It's going to go down to the build. I'm just going to say it, and particularly against Gumiho and players that this isn't exactly like off the wall Gumiho, right? It's pretty standard. GG, Gumiho takes it. Why I was not really beating a dead horse, but this kind of led into the situation I kind of predicted. You get the tech and stuff, you're so behind, you can only have so much, but you end up at some kind of a disadvantage in terms of army supply typically, or you get too greedy, the Terran's ahead. You know, there's a number of things that it can go depending on how fast you take your third. And it all ends in the same thing, is you have to be like, you have to hold on to your ass cheeks, basically, and really hope you make it to the bathroom in time after that trip to Taco Bell. You know, that's what I was getting at. Jesus
That's right.
Christ.
You know, I haven't gotten Taco Bell in so long. I miss Taco Bell.
Do you though? That's all I'm going to say, brother.
I do.
My brother
I
in
do.
Christ.
Listen. Taco Bell's not too bad. All right. There's some things that are worse than Taco Bell.
Oh, that's true.
Are we gonna get Yeti in here? How are we doing?
Want me to do it? Yeah, we can screen share for him. Yeti's easy. All right, I'm gonna get Yeti in. I'll add him to call.
Do it.
And you can get rid of me. I know I'm getting a little tipsy anyway, Chicken Man, but we got Yeti in here with us.
Hello, amigos.
What's up, buddy?
So,
How you guys doing?
I'm getting a little tipsy anyway, Chicken Man, but I've been loving the cast. And we're doing great. How are you doing, Yeti?
Hey, you're drinking alcohol? What are you doing?
What? Who does that?
Chicken Man, it's amongst you two for the intros. I'd cast
Dave,
with
could
Yeti
you please screen share for me? By the
Oh
way,
shit!
so
Yeah, my bad.
I'm sorry.
Rookie move.
No,
it's my first
Yeti.
day.
You have to
It's my
cast
first
blind.
day. Yeti is.
Yeah. All right. While we're getting that set up, in the upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our Terran player in the blue, the Towel Terran, Gumiho.
Mr. Yeti.
And in the bottom right-hand corner of Oceanborn is the red Protoss player. He's down 0-1. Can he make the comeback? It is Estrella.
Yeah, don't worry, Yeti's all right. I wouldn't have asked him. You'd be surprised, Chicken Man. We've had some.
I trust Yeti with my life.
Yeti's
Well,
actually.
you need to have the bracelet. It's WWYD. What would Yeti do on your
Right.
hand at all times? Have that on your
Sorry,
wrist.
I actually have it tattooed.
Oh, fair
Nice.
play.
Check and mate by Chicken Man.
I wish I was 6'5". Not quite. Not quite.
6'5" at heart.
6'2.5".
Chicken Man's a tall motherfucker too. Oh, I'm just short. Everybody's like, Dave, you're not short. You're like average height. People are like, you're taller than me. I thought, Dave, and I go there and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Even me and Chicken Man and Khan for the first time, I was like, I feel like I'm like from the Shire, you know, when I meet you guys.
God, I actually thought he was going to lose that probe for just a second.
He
like
almost
that one
did.
little glitch. Oof.
Gumiho, he nearly had him.
And then I meet Artosis and Tasteless. I'm like, all right, I should be all right. I'm like, Jesus Christ, everybody's taller than me.
The StarCraft community is full of tall people.
Well, not
Arstum,
entirely, but
I mean, good God.
Harstum is so tall. The first time I met
yeah,
Harstum,
Harstum is fucking.
I was
massive.
wearing like 3-inch platforms, and I was just eye to eye with him.
Wait, Chicken, I don't think I've met you in person. How tall are you?
You did meet him in person.
Did I?
Yeah.
Was I drunk?
No, it was the last day.
Yes.
Or I thought you.
We
did.
were both drunk.
Oh, well.
I'm pretty sure.
I
Unless
remember
I'm very
Chicken being
mistaken.
probably close to my height.
Maybe
but I
you
could be
didn't meet.
wrong.
Yeah, we had a rough time. Not to detract from.
I I was pretty drunk, so I'm not gonna guarantee anything.
We have no guarantees here, folks.
2022 Chicken Man was way different than 2023 Chicken Man. Chat, you heard it here first.
Yeah,
It's so true. You
That's
and
true.
A-Pop are like innocent little fucking angels, I'll be honest.
50 or
2022
60.
Chicken
Hold
Man.
on.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Hold
Not
on.
innocent, but
I didn't know.
not innocent Chicken Man, but you were way less DJ.
Listen, you didn't come to Dallas a few months ago, okay?
No.
Let's not go with innocent here.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens. I'm too old for this shit now, all right? So the fact that Dave can outdrink probably half the people 3 times my size, I'll live with that one. We take our dubs when we got them. You know what I mean? It's nothing to brag about, but
I've met very few people in
I
my
will.
life that can hang with me on drinking, and Dave is one of them.
Chicken Man could. You could. I know you don't.
I try to be responsible with my drinking. It doesn't always work, but I
That's
try.
how I know Chicken can hang with me when he says that.
Yeah.
It's like, I try to be responsible.
You can
I
be
just
responsible and still have a high tolerance, and Chicken Man definitely is both.
Some might say that I drink too much. I don't listen to those people, but they
Those
do
people
say
are
it.
wrong.
I mean, let's be real. They're right, but I just
Are
don't listen.
they?
You know?
Yeah, let's.
They might not be drunk enough.
Well, you know who might not be drunk enough? All of us. Chicken Man especially. But anyway, needless to say, we got Stim on the way. We have a game going on. Blink's finishing up for Australia.
Oh,
Third
there's
base going
Starcraft?
down. Yeah, I forgot
Wait.
about this game.
Yeah, what's happening here? I
By
mean,
the
honestly,
way,
it's
Estrella's
pretty
actually going to have
macro,
to be
so.
really careful right here. This is a good build from Gumiho. He's
Yeah.
going to do... There's going to be a medevac drop. He's going to put the Liberator around the bottom and swing it around. It should be a multi-prong.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about Yeti, Chicken Man, as drunk as he can ever get, Yeti is a very good Terran player, even if when he's rusty. He knows all the stuff of Terran. at
Oh man,
times.
we got game knowledge in this
Oh,
cast?
Gibby, don't
I
shoot
don't
your
know
shot
about
just
that.
yet, buddy. Don't shoot it just yet.
He used to be a good Terran player.
Oh,
Sorry, Yeti, you used to be. You're a has-been.
He's-
Oh, I am a has-been.
I mean, this is nice from Gumio. If he can get this Liberator out of here, there's a good position for it to be annoying from.
Shifty.
But he's got the drop coming in as well.
Yep. And Robo-Bay coming down from Australia. Stem combat shields and +1 timing for Gumi. Yeah, I'm with Yeti in the timing, Chicken Man. I don't know about you. I feel like this is pretty strong.
Yeah, straight up. He needs.
But
he
I
needs
like
something.
what Estrella's doing too, though. The Robo Bay is actually kind of early, just a little bit, and I like that. I think Estrella's going to be fine here as long as he stays
No,
on
it's
top
not
of the
early.
drop.
That's actually good. My eyes, that's good time. He's taking a quicker third this game.
Yeah, I mean the drop is going to come in here, but the Liberator's gone now, so the Stalkers.
Oh,
will
the
hit from
medevac's-
both
oh!
sides.
Oh, he almost got it.
Almost. That medevac's it's on death's door right now. He's got to be careful. And Gumio, he does have another move out coming out though. Those timings are starting to hit, but the first Colossus has started up.
Miho, you mad lad. Get that medevac out of there and go home.
No, he's
Please don't do
he's
that.
Thinking about it. He's
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Now, this is a game I'm really afraid for Australia. Look at the army supply. It's a typical PvT situation in the mid game, in my opinion. Maybe I'm not being biased. Yeti usually agrees with me on this. It's a time where if you have a build set up
No,
like this,
this
it's so
This
hard.
is the dicey part of the game for the Protoss for sure, right? Right as this first
Absolutely.
Colossus comes out, it's kind of vulnerable. It doesn't have thermal lance yet. There's a shield battery here though in Estrella.
I think
The
Estrella's
more
fine
time he
here.
buys, the better he is. And yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Like Gumio, he could really throw for this, but that's a dangerous move. He doesn't need to. He's got a third base on the way. Estrella does not have a fourth on the way.
Oh, the force fields were
Whoa!
decent, but does he
Oh
micro
my
the
God.
Colossus?
Gotta watch the
Here we go.
Colossus
Oh my
here.
God,
and
the force fields.
No, the thing is, Estrella has 5 more gateways about to finish, which is why I said that before. I love the way he plays this matchup. He's not greedy. He gets the big gateway count, then he takes the fourth. That's what I like about him.
Oh yeah, that's it. Honestly, Yeti's
He's
told
not
me-
rolling the dice. He's like, no, I'm going to have the meat shield, then I'll take my fourth base.
Well, let's see
I
how
think
this fight
especially if you're
goes.
playing somebody like Gumiho, but Gumio's going to dive in here. 2 Colossi though in really nice positioning.
good
Is there
micro
enough
from
meat
Estrella
in front
here,
of them? Shield battery
best
doesn't go down. He's going to pull the
micro
probes. These last few bio units are going to dive on this, but yeah, the Colossus micro is just good,
that's
right?
great. That's great. Micro.
Straight ends up net positive
Straight up,
workers.
that's just great micro. He can actually get a medevac here. Oh, he almost got it.
Yeah, ends up a
And
really
now
nice
he can take
trade
his
for
force base.
Estrella.
He's actually safe to take it.
Yep, he's going to take
There
that
he goes.
immediately. The observer spots this army in the middle of the map, so he knows he's not necessarily done defending yet, which that's just a good thing to know in case Gumiho decides to come back in. But yeah, I like this a lot for Estrella.
The one scary part I would say for Estrella, I'd love to see him throw down like a Templar Archive or a second form of Splash. Because
Yeah.
if Gumiho, he's going Ghost, which is what he's doing now, you have to be a little bit careful about the Ghost push, the follow-up. And well, we'll see what Estrella wants to do.
Yeah, feedback.
I mean, Estrella, so far today, he hasn't made like any High Templar. And there's a few Protosses that do that. They just play without High Templar like at all. And I don't love it.
Well,
I
Disruptors
really
would
do
be your
think,
other option as well.
yeah, which I think he probably will go into here. I would love to see some High Templar. I think just the like 1 or 2 High Templar with Storm kind of scattered around the map, a couple in your army. I think that could be a really powerful addition, even if EMPs end up doing a lot to him. Still usually get a couple of Storms off. You could still zone things away.
Well, funnily enough, thinking of Esports World Cup, that was Estrella. Estrella is the guy that usually pulls it out where most don't now. I know what you're saying, Chicken Man, but I'm thinking like, I'm with you just a little bit, but at the least,
He might go for extra robos here.
I'm gonna meet you both halfway and say he probably needs a Dark Shrine and Disruptors. Like that's my opinion.
I mean, the Dark Shrine is always the correct choice.
And at the least okay, he's going into Disruptors. That's just standard. When you're getting into the late game, they're just touching on the late game. They're literally like, "Would you like a zuckle of my zipple?" That's
He's
where they're at.
also got 20 zealots right now, so he's just building a lot of zealous.
Look at the gateway count too. By the way, what are we going to be at? 11 here? 12? I mean, this is a good gateway count.
Yeah,
Solid.
it's big solid. It's quite nice.
Second robo. Estrella's a guy I've also known. He'll go like triple robo disruptor. Like he doesn't give a crap. He's like, nah, I don't need storm. He's like, we'll deal with it. Well, there comes the Templar Archive as soon as I say it. Caster curse, but
We'll see if he ends up getting storm. I feel like that's just going to be for Archons probably.
He's gonna do it. Estrella's gonna do it. Instead of going DTs, he's going into Templar Archives. Just my observations anyway. Usually, if anybody's gonna make a weird twist in the late game towards Storm, it's Estrella, and it's usually against a guy like Gumiho. He's starting to produce these Vikings, right? He's still hedging on these Colossi. He's gonna want to keep them alive. And the thing is, ghosts are scary, sure. You can feed back the ghosts, you can storm the Vikings. And it always comes down to storm the Vikings, but even the Liberators, if you don't make a Stargate transition, you can actually do okay, and it's gonna sound crazy, but sometimes storm, this is something I learned from Hydra, the player from the Netherlands, years ago. He's always like, well, I guess the only thing you really could do, and this was a different several patches of Starcraft, it's still who knew? After several changes, High Templar almost are good now. Again, they're not even again. They weren't even really then.
Oh my God! Look at him. He's getting storm. He heard us talking about it, and he was like,
the storm is a lot better now than people give it credit for. I agree with Chicken Man. I like just a few High Templar.
Yeah, it's just a few. It's a Euro Chicken Man, as you said. It's just getting a bit so you have something, and that's what I
think we need to bring Kydarian Amulet back. Can we finally get that back?
No, I had to play with that shit. No, please no. With Storm, no, please no.
Yeti's actually, honestly, to his credit, I have to say this to Chicken Man's chat, to my chat, to everybody. Yeti as a Terran player is the most sympathetic the Protoss player Terran I've ever met. Maybe it's because we're friends.
I think that PvT's been busted for the last 8 years. It's just me. I mean, and I'm a Terran player. But I think right now, honestly, I think it's in an okay spot. It's okay.
I agree. Chicken Man, what are you? I feel like
but when they had the EMP that could hit like half a map away, I'm like,
oh my God.
I guess I'll just make 5 ghosts, just kill your entire army. Thank
EMP
you.
was pretty strong for a while there, yeah.
Thank you
I'll
for
say
the free
that.
win. Appreciate it.
And Zealots used to be even stronger.
Yeah, they were
By the
slow.
way,
They
from
were
Gumiho's
slower, though.
perspective, I'll tell you something funny. He's actually more worried about the Colossus than he is the Disruptors. That's why he kept making the Vikings, because they'll kill all of his Marines. Like that's what he's trying to avoid.
Yeah, he's got
that's
so
why he doesn't
many
want to take the
Vikings
fight.
here. No, he's gonna back
And now
up.
we should be going into Liberators. It's Gumi up. There comes the Fusion Core. That's going to
Yep.
be for
Oh,
Liberator
there's a
range.
nuke in the production tab. Let's go,
We
Gumiho.
nuke Fusion Core, and we got Fleet Beacon and Double Stargate.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh,
this
chef's
is
kiss.
why we want Gumiho Astray.
This is a good
right
game,
here.
by the way. This is just a good game for both sides. We have Double Stargate, Fleet Beacon. We have nukes, Fusion Core. This is going to be late game.
He's got a second Cyber Core, so he can get double upgrades for his
I
area.
love it. I love
What a
it.
hero!
I wouldn't even hate if he threw down like 2 more Stargates just because of the bank. Like, let's get this pumping.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's go, dude. Oh, Gumiho is going to drop the first nuke. He's just going to try to clear some of these cannons. Well, let's see if Astray can stop
Wait,
this. Does he have
sees it.
protection?
Wait, is there an
He sees it.
observer there?
I don't think there's an observer. So he's just going to take this fight. Yeah, it's landing.
Oh!
Boom, baby.
Guess what? It
worst.
Doesn't
Not the
do
worst.
a ton. But at the same time,
army
Astray is...
trades were
Oh
good.
my
He was
God.
way out of position, though. He actually got punished for that.
Yeah, that was a really awkward fight for Gumiho. You know, the nuke lands, but it doesn't do a lot, right? It killed like a couple of cannons and a few probes.
And one thing we have to start watching is the banks. Right now, we have
hold on.
high-value armies. If
He's
the
got
banks
double
build up,
nuke production.
Can I just say
Give me a
one
fight
thing
hero.
real quick on here? And Yeti, I love you. This is the thing. Chicken Man, we get in. We gotta give Yeti some credit here. You're like, well, you know, it's Yeti.
Yeah.
He's right on top of everything.
Listen, he knows more than both of us combined at this point, I'll be honest.
But I was gonna say, like,
that's not true.
no, trust me. Yeti's told me many times how much he loves the Seaman cast. If there's any Cox chicken
If
man, that
I
Yeti
had
likes,
any man,
it's-
it would be Chicken Man. I'll tell you that.
Hell yeah.
So I honestly forgot what I was saying, but there's a good assessment there. The trades were crazy. Nice catch with the Zealot and the Ghost. Nuke coming in again. This could be crazy if this shred.
Oh, Gumiho's putting himself in a tough
Oh,
spot.
you know what he's gonna be? He's gonna get sandwiched
God.
here. Oh, this is not good for Gumi.
Estrella.
Not good at all.
Yeah, that's a terrible position. Estrella was on
He should
top of
actually
it.
pull back right here. I think.
Got
I think
the
he should just
surround.
Walk back. I think walk back keeps the value.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to try to push this into the corner here and finish off some of these units, but Gumiho loses absolutely everything. He's down 40 supply.
And the best part
And-
is Chicken Man. He has such a high gateway count. He has
Yeah.
infinite reinforcements. He can just sell it, meat shield this right across the map.
And
Like,
Yeah.
that's
even as a mothership and carriers coming. Like this is a straight time. My point was, if you guys notice,
this is a straight game. He has played this.
you want to know why it is? It's 69. The magic number is straight stopped at 69.
Well
GG.
played.
GG.
Chicken Man, that was something I
probes.
wanted to point out
Answer.
that he lost those workers and put him at 69 astray at a bank.
He just left
Guys,
it.
69 is actually in the late game, in my opinion. If you're going a lucky number or a good number, you traded out those 80 workers down to 69, right? And it's just nice. Because then you can have a larger army supply of whatever Protoss bullshit you want. You get the mothership, you go on, and you just say, Gumiho, sir, I hope you brought the petroleum jelly. It might get a little, little turbulent here.
I'm going to grab some water as we
All
get into game 3.
I'll tell them to wait. I'll tell them to wait.
I mean, I'll hop
Man,
into the water.
hydrate.
Are you okay?
Hydrate.
We can leave
Hydrate.
if you need to. If this
I
is
will.
getting too bad. Yeah, hydrate.
No, it's good. This is all good, dude.
You know, now
I'll
that
be
Chicken
right back.
Man said that, I'm gonna drink some.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I got water.
Get some water.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm gonna get the lobby first for us. I got the.
Oh, hello, King Stark. What's up, buddy?
Just remember, Eddie, we got Chicken Man stream, my stream, and us. You mean Diddy?
I will behave myself.
Well, I might be getting banned.
You'll
You're not
behave
gonna
yourself,
get
but
mad,
but
Dave.
will Dave behave himself? That's the real question.
Yeah, no.
Dave, if you get mad, just get mad at me. Cuss me.
No,
out.
my chat's even said stuff. I'm counting down the days till I have to fight Twitch again. This time it's not even. I don't know. Let's hope.
Dave
It's
versus
tonight, we're having
Twitch,
fun.
round 2. Fight.
Fatality.
I can see so many
no,
people
please
being
don't
so
do
glad.
that, Dave.
No. I'm gonna die like a man. If I leave Twitch this time and they ban me, and they don't take my appeal, I'll be like, well, you guys decided to side with this stream sniper guy, and we had enough evidence from everybody. We're gonna die like a man. That's it.
Dave, get into this game.
I'm trying to.
By the way, I have to
Screen
say
server
thanks
for
both
me.
of you for having me in. Thank you guys. I'm enjoying it.
You sure?
Thank you.
You're good, chicken man. We can bounce. I know I'm getting a little too drunk myself, or a little too tipsy, I should say. Neither of us are drunk. We're drunk on love of Starcraft and your good looks.
Starcraft drunk. I understand.
All right, guys, who are we taking this game? I think Australia might
Taking
take
what?
it.
Like
I think
taking out to
Australia might take
lunch?
this.
Or
Well, I would take Astray out to dinner, and I'm a gentleman.
that's
but-
true. That's true. I don't know about
You guys
maybe
got
like
the
a
interest.
brunch.
Come on.
I'd go to brunch with these guys, you know?
There you go. Oh, that's classy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drink some mimosas, you know? Spawning in the upper right hand corner of Ghost River. We've got our blue Terran player, Goomy Aho.
Yeah, do you
Get
want
him,
to do it?
Dave. Get him, Dave.
All right. And in the upper left, representing all that is the United States of America, he's not Patton. He plays Protoss, so he's even better. It's Estrella. I don't even know about Patton or any of that stuff, but I wanted to say something that sounded cool. And anyway, the probe's going out on a
cool,
gate
Dave.
scout, so we got a gate scout against Mr. Goomy God. And nothing too cheeky, no heads below
Oh,
the
it's
belt.
double gas. I was about to say, I think he'll go double gas on this map because of this map. And there he goes.
I'm surprised we see this map as much as we do, honestly.
I am too. I actually, as a Terran, I don't like this map. But
You know, I see a lot of Zergs on this map too, and I'm always like, really? This doesn't feel like a good Zerg map to me.
my opinion, everyone's like, "Oh, it's a good Terran map." But like, I just don't like the map. I don't
No,
want to play.
it is
weird.
It is a bad Zerg map for ZVT for sure, but like, honestly, I've heard that from people from earlier on, and I know people that are not pros don't matter, but I'll be real with you. I disagree with that take, and I'll die on that hill. There's enough people that are semi-pros, amateurs, people that play the game at this point. If you ladder, if we have any kind of tournaments, I think this is the kind of shit that's been literally. This has been the worst map pool I played on in a long time, by far.
Agreed.
And it's the most stagnated. At least the one with the Turtle Empire and stuff. If you both remember, yeah, you know, Chicken Man, that map pool that lasted forever. What made the game stale was the patch, the Void Ray versus Queen meta. Everybody hated it, and that's what we lost Maynard from. The maps were actually like, they were pretty standard, but like at least they weren't really like super favored to anybody. They were like maybe big, they'd favor like bigger games, but it's whatever state we ended up in is where we're at, you know.
I mean, these maps have been around a little too long. I like this map pool when it first dropped, but I think it's not. You're right. It's not a good map pool to last a super long time. We've had some maps that were around a long time that were fine, but I think we definitely need a change.
Yeah, and in terms of change too, I just gotta say, if I can refer back to this map pool, RIP, if we ever get one again, which we will, I'm sure we will get another map pool at least. I just gotta say, if I had anything else, it'd just be I'll just call it the OJ map pool. And sometimes
The
if club
OJ.
yeah, you know, it's just sometimes you just have the wrong luck of the pick on the maps and the vetoes. If the glove don't fit, I quit. That's it.
Well,
That's the
listen,
map pool.
Gumio's trying to get his Ford Broncos into this base right now, but it's not really working for him.
No, what Gumio's counting on, I like this build from Gumio. It's a double mine drop, and if he pulls the Reapers back, he can actually hit the natural and mine drop the main. That's what I think he's going to do. But we'll see. It's Gumi God. He's a little bit reckless.
He is, yeah. He plays fast and loose, and I like it.
Fast and
I
loose.
like the build from Gumio here. I like double gas on this map.
Steadfast is here tonight when you said fast and loose.
That's true. That's true. He do be around. All right, that mine drop coming in right now into the natural. Drops one in there, going one into the main. And the Reapers and Hellions going to try to take advantage of this too. Whoop, Estrella. All right, he gets out of there.
Actually, that's a perfect defense from Estrella. Perfect.
Yeah, this is looking really good so far.
The Widow Mind controls are really good from Gumio too. He's well, if that was like Clem, he'd be.
Oh,
home.
Gumi didn't juggle the mine. He was supposed to. Yeah, this is actually really good for Estrella so far. But Gumio's going ham. He's going to do a tank push after this.
It's the production for Protoss. That's right. Wait, Estrella doesn't have blink coming because of this. That's a lot. That
no, it's already done.
Wait, it's done? Oh, yeah, he's
It should be done. It should be done.
Yeah, I was worried for a minute.
That would be super dicey. No,
What
I think Estrella's in a good
is
spot.
what he's doing right now. Send the adepts, get the spotters for the push.
Yeah, yep. It's exactly what he needs to
And
do.
look what he's doing with the stalkers. He's literally looking for drops with the stalkers and sending the adepts for the forward push. Like, this is chef's kiss. Like this is as good as you're gonna do.
It turns
Right
out
here.
he's pretty good at this game. But yeah, we are going to have a big push from Gumio. He does have Stim. Stim's only just started, though, so it's going to be a while before that's ready.
He should
might push
hit, I
before
think,
that.
before Stem.
Yeah.
No, he's switching over to Widow Mines. That's why the factory's lifting. It should be getting going for a reactor.
He might not even be worried about that. This might just be for bioproduction right now.
Let's see what he wants to do. I always like watching Gumio because, yeah, he should go for a reactor on the factory, but let's see.
Gumio doesn't do what he should do.
He does
He
what
does what he
Gumi-God
needs
does.
to do. That's right, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
And we got quick storm for Estrella this time.
Well, I
Honestly,
like it.
Gumi
I
Hoda
like
Estrella is
this.
the best.
With the charge and Immortals, I like this.
Yeah. Yep.
In the current map pool, I'll shit on all I want. The patch is perfect. If we had a different map pool that wasn't so weirdly Terran siege tanky, whatever, I think this would probably, like, Protoss should never bitch. Not never bitch, but like, it would be probably the closest that Protoss and Terran could have we've had for fucking ever. In my opinion, and on both sides, like, truthfully, if we had like a more mixed map pool, I know there's stuff that can change. It makes the game fun, but if they were going for that perfection streak, then I think we might actually be at a spot where you can see it. But this is going to be a huge, I believe, third base. Gumiho is going to push.
No, he's going to push. No, what? This is a Clem move right here, actually. Clem always, he doesn't use the Raven for, like, spells. He does it to, like, go into the corner. He keeps it for a threat while he's pushing. Then he'll send the Raven back in. Gumiho will probably do the same thing. He'll probably send it back in, throw a turret down here in a second.
He's got the Widow Mine back there still, too. So, actually, kind of a lot of potential in that back corner as he's pushing forward here. And this is a powerful push. Gumiho's up 30 supply right now.
Yeah, 30 supply. We do have Storm done for us as well. A little different situation, though, because typically Gumiho is going to be facing... Actually, Gumiho is
Oh
somebody
my god,
on the
this
Crane
tank push
server.
spot is so nasty. All he has to do is get up the
yeah.
ramp to the rocks, and then he can go to the third. Oh,
Well, that's true, Yeti, but the thing is, this build, this push, is usually seeming like you're expecting something like Colossi, and what we have is Storm instead, so... This
let's
is...
charge on Storm. So he might be able to
I
wreck
like
He
this move
might
from
be able-
Estrella. He's going to land some big, beefy storms, potentially. Might lose
Is
that
it
warp
enough,
prism.
though? I don't know. That's a lot
Not
of
enough.
sustain.
Oh, my God. The
The
bio's so good
Oh, and
here.
then the stalkers, the two stalkers are out. Oh, he catches it in the last second. But
Estrella looks
Stray
pretty
is
dead.
he's on borrowed time here right now because Gumiho has a crazy push on this map. It's just such a good tank spot.
And he was so patient to get these tanks in here too. He didn't just run them there to siege them up. He leapfrogged them so that the storms couldn't hit him. The High Templar could not get anywhere near this bio. Estrella's going to come back in, but he really needs to clear this. And I just don't think he's got enough here.
That was actually a great split, like a pre-split from Gumiho right there. That's why he just won that fight so hard. He actually pre-split his bio for the storms.
GG. Yeti, I would disagree. The numbers alone, you could literally be brain dead in a click. He had so much. He had so much.
But he still minimized the storm damage.
Yeah, he took it to the last drop for sure. I haven't.
That's a tough map. I think that's a tough map for Protoss against Terran.
Now, normally we'd be going into the finals, Chicken Man. Thank you for having us. May I pull Yeti aside? I was going to deliberate here for a second. Thank you so much. I actually want to hang, but I don't want to ruin your stream.
I was having such a good time.
And Chicken Man, unless you're down for hanging.
Good. That was a good time. I'm down to hang.
No, I'm down to hang. I'm down to hang, but I didn't want to be rude. Is all I was saying. Because we're getting a little Kirk Towny over here. Honestly, Yeti is casted sober with me, Cass some nights, and it was pretty good. To be honest, I'm like, geez,
I'll say this: I'm here as long as you two will have me.
You can kick me out anytime, Chicken Man. That's all I'm saying. I just was wondering.
I'm good if you guys are good. I'm chilling.
Let's go. It's Kirktown, baby.
All right.
It's Kirktown.
It's Kirktown. You're always Kirk. You can't escape Kirktown, Chicken Man. It's sad facts.
It's built in.
Stark versus Gumiho. Jesus Christ! It's been probably 30 KSLs at least since we've had this. Or at least 50. I'd say 30 KSLs since we've had Dark versus Gumiho.
That's true.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick bathroom break before this starts.
All right.
Good luck. Godspeed.
I needed that. Thank you, Chicken Man.
Yeah. Thanks. And Yeti, I wasn't kicking you. Oh, yeah. Chicken Man, I just I was didn't want to wear out the welcome of the stuff. Trust me, we can go. I was thinking of going into you if that was wait, that sounds dirty, but
Hey.
But I don't want to put all this stuff on here, so I don't know. Thanks for hanging.
You're good. You guys been pretty chill. I ain't stressing about it.
Honestly, outside of the fact that we're drunk and you're not, that's my bigger concern. Is I am enjoying hanging out with you, and we need to do this more. I think we need to find game that is not when there's a day Chicken Man just wants to do something and Dave is down. You'll be like, Dave, you're just gonna be stream sniped and whatever anyway, so you might as well play something fun, you know.
Might as well, right?
Starcraft's fun, but
well, thanks to Chicken Man with his Godspeed, I did make it back.
Whew. Glad to hear it.
I'm giving kudos.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, I'm noticing Chicken Man starting to have... Guys, go to Chicken Man's stream. Fuck my stream. What the fuck are you guys still here for? It's all Chicken Man.
No, they've left and gone to a good stream. They're over in Steadfast or Cranky Ducklings.
Yeah.
Oh, well, their loss.
I gotta say... Yeah.
I have at least one viewer, so that's good.
No,
Chicken Man sitting over here with like 500 viewers. We can't see it.
Got 500 viewers on YouTube right now.
Is that your OnlyFans that you have up?
Yeti, can I make a proposition?
He literally
for
has an OnlyFans just for his hair. Have you seen that, Dave?
Yeah. Yeti had a proposition for you.
Thing, and he just got in on it early. Like, come on.
My Kirktown deliberation was, could we let Chicken Man cast the finals? Maybe we can cast a game or something in the finals because it's Dark and Gumiho. And we can raid into Chicken Man because he's more sober than we are. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I haven't had a single drink.
Is Kirktown.
Here, my whole life philosophy is I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. So it's whatever you guys want to do. I'm just rolling with it.
Honestly, that's how I live my life too.
I see A-Pop there too, in the Chicken Man stream.
Yeah, I have one viewer, and he's the coolest viewer. So,
all right. Yeti, can we raid Chicken Man and call it, and we can hang out?
You just do whatever we got, whatever it is.
I want to do that. No, I'm gonna hang. As long as we hang, Yeti, then we're
Chicken
good.
Man, if we're bouncing out, Chicken Man, thanks for having me on. Dave, thanks for having me on. I had a
Pleasure,
great time.
Yeti.
Well, I want to hang with Yeti. That's all. All right,
You do it.
All right, Chicken Man, Yeti.
I love you, boys.
I guess Yeti, but Yeti, you better be.
Chicken
on for a
Man,
minute.
you have the greatest night of your life, my friend.
I'll do my best.
All right, chat. If you don't want me being so rude, Chicken Man, we're gonna send everybody over to the best caster of all time, and I'm gonna leave this.
Listen. You can keep them. All right. I've seen who's in your chat. You can hold on.
Well, Dave, what
same
you don't know is
people?
Chicken
Yeah,
Man's
exactly.
taking me over to his stream, so you're gonna be all by yourself.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna do it. At least allow us to be on your stream while we raid over, and for a few seconds as we get into this.
Oh my God, Dave!
Yeti and I can watch in
Thank
there.
you for the raid.
Yeah, no, I wanted to do that. Yeti, sometimes we gotta hook it up. Can we cast one game with you, maybe, or part of it? Yeti, you down?
I am.